Okay,
listening.
so I just want to, and I'm sure all y'all have heard about this trending news, child. But I wanted to get into this. This is like my last topic of the night, and then if y'all have anything else that y'all want to discuss, y'all can feel free after that. But I want to let me just go ahead and say that this happens to deal with, as some of y'all might have already seen, a Maryland
Mhm.
teacher, a black Maryland teacher who is under investigation after a viral TikTok of students taking out his braids. Have y'all heard about that?
I read that story. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I haven't heard it. Enlighten
well,
me.
we about to get into it, Booski. We about to get into it because there are mixed reactions from the community, of the school board where he is, about him having his students take out his braids. And he
I
works
read
with
a
Ryan.
little bit, but I don't see what the big deal is.
And say here, and we're about to get all into that. The teacher, he works at Maya Angelou French Emerson School in Hillcrest Heights, in Maryland. And he actually is like on a suspension right now.
So why the
Because of
term was
what
taking
happened.
out his braids? Why the term and
Well,
taking
let
out
me
his
play the
braids?
video for you, child. Let me play the video, okay? Hold on. Let me play the video, okay? Let me add it to the screen. Everybody hit mute, please. And thank you very much.
The teacher who went viral for letting his students take out his braids was fired from his job. His students began texting him after he never showed up to his classes, which made him emotional.
Hey, Bessie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much. And can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much. And can't wait for you to come back.
Now let me play the news story
Aww,
for you guys real quick. I ain't even gonna lie. That kind of like touched me
that's
right there.
touching.
But I
Yeah.
definitely understand where a lot of people might be coming from as far as what happened. But I want to play y'all the news story real quick that has to do with this situation. So again, I'm gonna ask everybody to hit mute, and then we'll talk about it. It's only like 2 minutes long. Okay. So let me go ahead and hit mute, and then I'll play this video for you guys.
Maryland teacher is under investigation over
Not a commercial. Are they serious? Okay, it'll start
videos that have gone viral. The teacher in question teaches at the Maya Angelou French Immersion School in Prince George's County. One of the videos shows female students taking out his braids in the classroom, and that's where a lot of people argue it's inappropriate. Lily Zhang's on the story tonight. She's standing by live now with those details tonight. Lily?
Hey, Jim. So the school district says that this teacher has been reassigned out of the classroom. Those we spoke with who have seen this video say they agree with the district.
It's wrong. One, you can get fired from that.
No teacher should be touching another, letting a student touch him, or should be letting, that's just inappropriate. Because if it was my daughter, I'd be up at school.
Those are reactions from some people we spoke with after this video of Marquise White getting his braids taken out by a group of students. That video has 7 million views on TikTok. The school district has not confirmed whether it is this specific video that they are looking at, but in the video, White says he uploaded it.
Sorry, they must got commercials in
For
their video,
clarification,
obviously.
the original video was part of a live stream, and that is where people became critical of the school teachers' interactions. Some, like those you just heard from, say it is a bit too intimate for a student-teacher interaction. In the video, White says the students agreed to help him, adding that to him, building an authentic relationship with students is important. Now, that is a view shared by other people we spoke with and came to the teacher's defense.
He ain't do nothing wrong. People been doing people head since ages. He ain't do nothing wrong. That's how the older people relate to the younger generation.
From first glance, I personally think that the teacher is doing an outstanding job of bonding with his kids and making them feel safe. So that's just my opinion.
So clearly lots of opinions on that video. Again, more than 7 million views and about 21,000 or so comments. We did reach out to that teacher directly to see if he wanted to comment more beyond what he had to say in that video. We are waiting to hear back. Guys?
Okay, who's up first?
I'll go first. I think he is 100% honor roll material. I mean, she's right. This is how you connect to your students. He didn't ask them to go to his house. He did it in an open air where everybody could see. It wasn't inappropriate, and it was bonding with your students. And you never know which student might want to become a teacher because of him.
I feel you on that. I absolutely feel you on that. I can see both sides. Trust me, I can see both sides because I know where some of them is trying to go with this. They are trying to go into a very dark space with this, where it becomes teacher and student, and y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I don't think that is this, but some people feel like a student should be touching it. I even watched something after I watched this video. Somebody said, teachers, when children come and ask them like for hugs, they try to give them a hug. Some teachers be like, don't touch me. And then some teachers be like, okay, I'll give you a hug, but I'm going to do it from the side. I'll make sure I do it from the side. I'm not going to hug you from the front, from the back. I'm going to give you a little side hug because you know how things can.
No, that's not what this is.
And it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
But see, that particular thing that I was just talking about was just people having conversations about children and teachers having contact. But yeah, it's not the same. But go ahead, babe.
Okay, so let me just say this: at 5 years old, you would hug your teacher, right? Because at 5 years old, you're huggable. You just like you're a kid. You might hug your teacher. Your teacher might give you a gold star and say you did great for the day, and then she might hug you. But then at a certain age where there is puberty in line, and you know people have different responses and reactions toward touches and feels, you should not be allowing kids to touch you in that type of way because of their responses. Not yourself as a teacher, as an adult, but you should have the mental capacity to understand that these kids are going through puberty and they might feel like touching your hair, might be like, oh, that's my boyfriend. It could be anything like that. Because I done had plenty of crushes on teachers, male teachers, in junior high and high school. Mr. Darren was my favorite one. But I guarantee, hey, he walk into class. I mean, Alpha Kappa, nigga. I'm talking about take out your textbooks, your assignments, type of nigga. And Mr. Darren, we always love Mr. Darren. But there's no way that I would ever allow my child, if I was a parent, to allow my child to take out his braids.
Well, let me say
because
this.
You gotta understand, it's a teacher. Why the heck is it economics class?
Well, let's say this.
Is it economics class? What
Let
kind
me
of
just
class
say
do
what
you
the
taking the
teacher
braids
said.
out in?
Let me just say what the teacher said. He said, okay, this is what the teacher said happened, okay? He said he had an appointment immediately after school that day and needed his hair taken out. He said he planned to do it the night before, but he was set to be interviewed that particular day at school for a promotional video. Students agreed to help him at the end of the day.
That's not the student's problem.
Right. But let me go on. Students agreed to help him at the end of the day with 10 minutes to spare before dismissal, he said. He said building an authentic relationship with students was paramount, he added. Students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Teaching is a work of art, the caption on the video read. And
No,
some
I ain't
people
with it.
said, I don't think it's appropriate because, like, if it was a female teacher, it would have been different. It would have
It
been like,
would not
oh,
have been.
that's cute.
Not.
It would have been like, oh, that's cute, one woman said. I don't think it was inappropriate. My opinion, don't come for me. So some people feel like, if it was a female.
That's her opinion. And
Yeah.
my opinion stands the same. Male or female, nobody should be taking out nobody's hair in the school. Number one, that's inappropriate. Number two, it's not professional. Why am I taking my teacher? Why should the teacher be okay with the students take? Let me tell you one thing about something. Let me tell you something about where I come from. I come from I come from an age where my teacher, she had my mother on speed dial. Actually, when I was in elementary school, my principal beat my butt. Yeah, she beat my butt. Okay, so I came from that type of era. But my mama was notified, and then my mama came to the school and said, okay, you do not put your hand on my child. Corrected it and got her checked.
Well, have you ever heard
I don't understand why the kids gotta be taking the hair out, the braids out the teacher's hair.
Let me ask you this, Connie Love. Let me ask you this, and I'm asking everybody.
Connie Love, I'm kind of love now.
It's like no, I'm just saying love as in boo, babe, whatever. Okay. But as far as like, have you ever seen a child who had a fucked up hair have a teacher say, I'm going to braid this child's hair. I'm going to bring some blue magic to school. So I'm going to, because the hair, somebody at home ain't doing the hair.
Yes,
Have you ever seen? Okay, so we have seen children.
Yes,
they hair did by either daycare providers or teachers. I know I've seen this many times.
My mama did my hair for picture day, and then my teacher came around and rearranged my hairstyle, and my dumb behind let her do it. And I was a kid. I just had no better sense. She rearranged my hair for picture day, and then I had my picture taken.
But see, I'm not talking about you might have had your hair in a weird way. I'm saying
no, it wasn't weird. It was what she wanted. It was not weird.
But what I'm saying is, kids who come to school and their hair just a fucking mess. They nappy headed. Their hair is just a fucking mess. And we done seen this on movies. We done seen this in actual real life where teachers will be like, I feel sorry for this kid because ain't nobody at home doing their fucking hair.
Right. That's an adult making adult that's an adult making adult decision.
Right, but hold on, babe. They'll come to school the next day and they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna bring all my little bobbies. And see, the thing about it, I got boys, so I don't know how to do hair. I didn't know how to do hair. I'm a girl and I never knew how to do hair. But I had boys, so I really didn't know how to do hair. But sometimes these teachers, they will come and they will have all these bobbies and bobbles or whatever y'all call that shit. I don't even know what they call that shit. Rubber bands and all kind of shit. And they'll like do a child's hair to make them kind of feel good.
An
about
adult, an adult who is
now.
making a child feel good, right?
Now, no,
Making a child feel
nope,
better.
nope, nope. That ain't the situation in this situation. As the teacher says, he was like, okay, I had this very important meeting. I didn't have time to take my hair down. He might have discussed it with the kids, and they was like, fuck that shit. We can take your hair down. We can braid your hair. You know, it was like that type of situation. But people are making it seem like, oh, he was seducing them, or he liked them, or he was trying to get with them.
Can,
They're making it
can,
so salacious.
No,
You know,
I'm not. I'm not saying. No, listen. I can't. I can't speak in the man's mind. I cannot speak in his mind. But that's inappropriate.
okay. Um,
Inappropriate.
I think
go ahead,
it's,
Coriel, go ahead.
and Grish is familiar with this kind of stuff as far as
Grace, can you find out his information?
knowing,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, I was on
knowing
it. I was
what,
on it already.
yeah. But the thing about
Hey,
it is,
hey.
Okay, so he has a GoFundMe. I can read that for
okay, Grish
That's how I
sounds
know
like,
he ain't shit.
but
He
what
ain't
I'm
shit, Grish.
saying,
Come
Grace, you
I'm
on,
ain't
Grish.
shit.
listening.
Come on,
All right,
Grish.
1 second, 1 second. Okay, so it's Marquise White, and
Oh
it's
I'm
yes.
on.
sorry,
Oh yes.
Coriel. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yes. Oh yes. Marquise, come on.
Go ahead,
Uh
It says
huh.
Coriel. I'm
the
sorry,
And
Coriel.
what
GoFundMe.
else?
Go
The
ahead,
GoFundMe
Coriel.
I'm
says
listening to Grish. This is interesting.
No, Grace, I'm sorry. I was trying to be funny and Grace.
Marquise
I'm
White.
honest.
Come on. Come on.
It says,
Mm-hmm.
my name is, it's greetings. My name is Marquise White. I'm a middle school science teacher in Maryland who has been teaching for 3 years. I've been working under a provisional teacher certificate, which requires me to complete courses and exams towards my certification. Since
Oh
I
my,
am working under a provisional teaching contract, I am making a provisional teacher salary, which is less than fully certified teacher salary. I am struggling enough
oh,
as is trying to make ends meet for myself. I simply cannot afford to pay for the courses I need on my own. My
oh,
contract will end in June. Now, this was done last year.
AKA fuck nigga.
Ain't
Right,
that some
correct.
shit?
So, my contract ends in June. If I am unable to complete the remaining courses, I would love nothing more than to
oh
continue
my
teaching
God.
and impacting the lives of scholars for years to come. But I won't be able to if I don't complete the remaining courses. Please help me continue doing that, doing what I love. Thank you very much. Now he
Oh
asked
my fucking
for one
gosh.
thousand $357. He raised $3,162. He
Mm.
has not
Well,
picked
that
it up
kind of
yet.
helped him pursue his career. Okay,
No, no.
okay, I
He
can.
he never picked the money up.
He
So this
never.
So
is from
no,
last year.
this
The
was from
money's
last year.
still there.
It was done. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, the money's still there. Let me just explain what that means. It was done January 17th, 2023. So what happened was you put it under certain circumstances and you can't fake it. So now you have to prove that you're in those circumstances to retrieve it. And he has not done
Right.
that.
And he couldn't obtain
So
it.
that means that he
Hmm.
lied.
Oh
Right.
wow!
He was
Oh,
hustling.
So
oh
he needed this
my
to be
head!
viral. He did this so it could go viral because he was trying to look for a way
You
out.
know what, Grish? Let me say this, Grish, and I swear to y'all, y'all know I don't be on here
Sorry.
bullshitting,
I
right?
know some fuck
On
shit when
my
I hear it.
mama, on my hood, on my mama, on my
Uh,
hood. Maybe 1 little percent, or maybe more, was like, "Is this a play?" And this must be some B sector
okay,
behavior.
so it took for Grish to say it, not me.
I was
Okay,
like,
girl, I was telling you the whole
"No,
time.
I'm telling you." When I first saw the story, I was like, I was thinking, "Is this a play?" But I tried to give a nigga a benefit of the doubt.
Oh yeah,
I literally
yeah,
tried to give a nigga a benefit of the doubt. Like, okay,
yeah.
good teacher. He's trying to teach his kids. They
Okay,
just trying to help
so
him out
so
or
we're gonna
whatever.
keep going. We're gonna keep going,
Okay, go
right?
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so 2020, October 2023, he has a judgment for $8,286. Um, in was it eight? That's August 2019. He has a medical thing, so somehow he didn't have insurance that at around that year. So that means he just started the teaching. He said 3 years though. So 2000, yeah, he didn't start till the next year. So he didn't have insurance when he did this. He was, really trying to hustle, but I guess he was doing it backwards. Um, he got a few evictions. He has a few wait, one, two,
Oh
three,
damn, Chris is good.
four, 14 evictions. And they're
Wait, what?
2021. Yeah, 2021 to 2023. He has, let me see if he had anything this year. No, yeah,
Lord have
2023. So
mercy.
Oh,
This
he,
Chris,
man is
I see
moving
why.
like a
29,
I see
30.
why
goddamn
you
roach.
guys are
The
Doberman
man is
Pincher.
moving like a roach.
Grace,
Yeah.
I see why they kept you as a Rockweller, as a
I kn-
Doberman Pincher.
I knew she was
I'm
not
just
counting
busy.
evictions. Oh my
Not
god.
a
Oh my god.
cockroach.
Yeah.
I ain't even talked about the fucking
Oh.
subject for
Not
5 minutes. And
a
Grace
palmetto
already got
bug.
his. Grace,
I
how
Whatever
mean,
you
you
we
want to
got his
call
had,
whole
it.
background? No, hold up, y'all. How you got his whole background? And I literally just brought the subject up. That's
Child, he was looking the whole time.
I was
Okay,
fighting
Chris,
with.
go ahead. What? I'm 14.
Oh
Okay.
my
Yeah, he
God.
has the
14
High View.
evictions?
He has the High View Terrace in Baltimore. Wait, Hyattsville, Maryland. He has Randallstown, Maryland. The Columbia Choice Apartments. He has. I mean, he goes on and on. He just went from town to town when they threw him out.
And this
Mm.
was while
So
he
he
was
probably
he in
wasn't even catching the lease. He
was he
probably
in
wasn't even catching the
college?
contract. He
How old
probably
is he,
was
Chris?
living with somebody else. Those are probably addresses where he was staying at.
How
So
old?
It's
not
it
Was
wasn't
necessarily,
that
him to
like
get
not necessarily he
evicted.
had the lease there.
No, it was him. Like it would say Damien. Oh, let me be quiet. It would say somebody else and him, so he was on the lease.
so?
But
Oh, okay.
So he was
here's the
He was
catch.
actually,
like a kid,
The catch
or
is
he
it's
was.
always men. It's always men. I don't see any women on the lease.
I wonder if he was a college student, or
I'm gonna
was
leave
this
it like
really
that. I'm not
when
gonna
he
say
was a
nothing else.
grown ass adult?
I'm not
Oh
gonna say
child,
nothing
how old
man.
he
else.
is to this day.
33. 33 on his say.
And
No, ain't that many men you got a room with.
when was his first eviction? Does it give the year?
Yeah, it gives all
Cause
the
that's
years.
just,
Hold on.
See, you
huh?
know what? Y'all got me caught up in
That's
this shit.
just so
they
many
got me caught up,
evictions.
and I done brought the story up, and I'm up here like, damn.
Go
Okay,
ahead, Chris.
so the
God.
first eviction is
Oh,
2018, July 9th, 2018.
oh no,
He got evicted from the Greenbelt, Maryland,
18.
the Hanover apartments. And then it goes
Wait,
to,
wait, wait. From 2018.
yeah,
From 2018, he done
to
been evicted 14
2023.
times.
Wait, 2016. See, instead of being in order, you got 2006. I got two from 2016. Wait a minute as I keep going back. Okay, let me just start from what I got.
This man
I'm
moving
gonna name
around
them. I'm
like
gonna name them.
this.
I got
You gotta have
seven,
eviction
16.
approvals
I got seven.
nowadays.
That's why he's using other roommates. The roommates are probably getting it, and then he comes in probably later as an add-on. You know, when you get the lease, they ask you to name other people
Oh
that's going to be with you,
yeah.
and that's how he's getting on the
Hmm.
lease. Let's see. He got
How many people
July.
you done swindle?
Okay, it says a one. I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
Uh,
8, 9, 10,
wow.
11, 12, 13,
What?
14, 14 evictions and two judgments.
What, Chris?
No,
You
three
14
lied
judgments.
in
Three
my
evictions
little,
and
judgments.
little
2
voice. You lied
judgments.
to me. You lied
In
to me.
7 years. That's two a
Right. So
year.
2015 to 2023. So he never plans on paying rent. He's going from so this is not an accident. And if they were to knew that, the parents could sue because he used them so he could get fired. Therefore, he don't have to come back to work. He could get unemployment and he could go, and probably gonna try to do disability after workman's comp. That's usually the hustle.
Yeah. But
Wow.
see, I was
So
listening to
you
what
think,
Good Tables said, and you were saying that this ain't that, and people not, and it may not be him, I don't know, but that's my point. You don't know who's a groomer and who's not. You know,
Nah,
people always end up getting
he was
we'll say arrested thinking about other things. thinking that people aren't doing what exactly they are doing because they're nice, because they're the teacher, because so I'm not going to just leap out here and say that this man wasn't maybe trying to groom. I'm not going to say this ain't that because he's felonious. I mean, he's getting evicted out of everywhere. He's lying,
It
trying to
seems
get a
to
GoFundMe.
he's a hustler.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say that that's not what he wasn't
And
grooming.
along with his hustling
Thank you,
mentality
Corey,
comes
I'm
because I'm a
those type of
hustler.
I'm
things.
with
I've been
I'm
hustling
with
since like the age of 10, but I ain't about to get out there and fuck with no little kids. You know what I'm saying? So
and
being
I'm
a
not saying
hustler,
everyone. I'm just
right,
saying you
right, right. I
know
got you. I
rules.
got you. I got you.
I
So
understand what you're saying
I'm
about
with
what
I'm
his
with
intentions are, but why
yeah.
did he post it on social media? Why did
But
he
see,
make
I
it such a big
he
thing?
posted it.
Why is he now, after the fact, going on his social media and crying and
But see, the thing is,
I
y'all.
just, my
See,
kids are reading this to me, and I want to
but
read
keep
this
in
back to
mind, though.
y'all.
But
And
keep in
no,
mind.
no, that's some bullshit.
But keep in mind, he posted this originally. This man has over 7
No.
million. Like he has a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers on social media.
So
So he,
what? They just as sick as
hold on,
he is.
hold on, trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, if he thought he was doing something wrong, I'm sure he wouldn't have shared it on social
That's
media.
not true. Cause look
That's
at the
that's what
girl
I'm
that
trying
was
to say.
beating up the slow
But
girl
see,
that was
that's
beating up.
different.
Let
That's
me say
different.
this.
We're talking about a teacher who got his hair braided. We ain't
We
talking
have
about abuse. We talking about a teacher who got his hair braided.
Okay, so
I'm just
teachers
Or
don't
saying
molest
the
kids.
reason why he posted it on social media, why it was posted on social media, because he thought he wasn't doing anything wrong.
but not necessarily. I don't
That's
agree
not
with
true.
that.
Two
I
Can
things
I?
can be true
there's
at
a
the
lot
same
of
time.
people that molest
All right,
children.
thank you.
They
That's the
do it
statute.
all
Yeah.
out in the open. Grooming happens all out in the open.
All out in the
Everything
open.
always looking suspicious. And they do it out in the open
Yeah.
because
Can
they
I?
just do.
I don't
I guess
necessarily would think that all those people who was around his head was being
I,
groomed
I didn't
or
say
something.
it
I
was
mean,
100.
but
Nobody is saying nobody being groomed,
no, but we
but it's
just know it's true.
inappropriate.
I'm
Y'all just
just
mentioned it.
saying.
Y'all just mentioned it.
No,
All
I
I
said
said.
no. I
Let
said
me
it
let
was
me say this, Connie.
inappropriate. I
But
Let
said
me
it
I
was
say this.
do. But
inappropriate.
It's
somebody mentioned it was
inappropriate.
being grooming.
I
I
said I
might say
didn't
that is
say
maybe
it was.
inappropriate.
I said we can't
It could
say
lead to that.
that. No, can I please just say
Go ahead,
this?
Corio. Go ahead.
Because you had said, and this ain't that when you were discussing it at,
Right.
Right.
and my point is, I don't think 100% you can say, and this ain't that,
Right.
because it could very well be that. We don't know. We don't know what he was trying to do. We don't know whether it was innocent or that it was.
Just like I don't know that he had. Hold on for a second, Tanya. Let me just say this. Just like I don't know 100% that he had bad intentions, you don't know 100% that he had good
And that's the thing. That's
intentions.
what I was just about to say. It cannot be proven that he had bad intentions.
Well,
And that's why I
nobody.
brought up the fact that I don't know how many teachers or daycare providers, babysitters that put their hand in somebody's kid's head and
No,
braided their
no, no, no,
head.
no, no,
And,
no,
and,
no,
and
no,
hold
no.
on, let
Contemplating.
me
See,
finish.
you twisting it. You twisting it. No, no,
Let,
I
no,
don't like
Contemplating.
that,
no, no,
Tanya. Wait, hold
no,
up, Tanya. I don't like
let me
that. I
finish.
don't like that because you
No, let
twisting
me
it.
finish. At least let me finish my point, okay? Let me finish.
Okay,
What I'm trying
shut
to
up.
say is people can say the same goddamn thing. Okay, you braided my child's hair. You trying to groom her? I mean, people can say the same thing as far as that. When a teacher could be just like, when you sending your child to school every goddamn day with her motherfucking head nappy headed. And I figured I would
But
braid her damn
that's
hair.
what I was
No, that's different
No,
because
it's
what
not
I was
different.
saying.
It's really not that different.
It's
If
really
you
it
can,
not.
is.
you can get
But
It,
the
away
point
with
is,
braiding
I was
somebody's
making
hair.
my okay. I'm sorry. I was making my point when you said, "But this ain't that." You were talking about the story, and you said definitively, "But this ain't that," and that's what I'm speaking to. Was your statement? But this.
What I was saying when I said, but this ain't that, I'm
Mhm.
specifically saying what I was just saying. If your child was to get their hair done at daycare or at school, you won't have shit to say about it. I ain't talking about
no,
y'all.
but what is the
But,
this that
but I
ain't
have
that?
seen it happen. I have seen it happen. I worked in the school system. And when you see kids coming to school and their hair nappy headed and ain't nobody fucking taking care of their hair, and something inside of you says, I want to do their hair. I want to make them feel good. I
I
want to
think
make
that
them look, you know what I'm saying?
I
And
think
I'm
it's
not saying that's the case with this male
That's a teacher
teacher,
making an
but
adult a decision, not a teacher asking
okay, can
children
I
to
finish my comment?
make decisions on their own to take their hair out.
But can I
Like,
finish? But can I finish? Okay, so with this guy, he didn't ask them to take out his hair. Let's start there.
how
He
did
didn't
it
say,
happen?
listen, okay, I showed y'all the video, but okay, I'm gonna just reiterate. He never asked them to take out his
So
braid.
how did it start?
Okay, this is how this started. You're a teacher, you're talking about shit. Oh, I got this meeting tomorrow, da 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 da. I need to get to the hairdresser, da da da. And they were just having conversation. And
No,
the
no, no,
kids,
no,
and
no, no, no.
listen,
He's a
listen.
teacher in the school. Wait a minute, he's a teacher in the school. There is a curriculum that need to be addressed,
But
right?
can I
So wait a
finish?
minute, what happened to the curriculum? The kids just sitting in the class
Can I
and
finish?
they just sitting there doing nothing while the teacher is struggling with his hair, and then he on
That's
Instagram
not
or
how it
whatnot.
happened. No, can I finish, Connie? Let me finish, okay? Okay, so the teacher was teachering, okay, in his classroom.
And he was teaching.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
child, okay. We have all, I don't know what school you went to, Connie, but we have all been into a high school or a grade school or junior high, and sometimes teachers talk to us about shit that ain't got shit to do with the school books. Okay?
Yes,
So this teacher has
I come from
hold
the
on, let
country.
me finish, Connie. Let me finish. And so a teacher was just having a random conversation.
Where was he having it at? With whom?
Can I finish?
In the class with the kids?
Connie, please. Connie, please. Can I
No,
finish?
no. Yes, I want to be clear.
I'm
Was
trying
he
to
having a
finish.
conversation with the kids?
I'm trying to lay the table out for you, but you keep interrupting me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So the teacher, Corio, stop. The teacher the teacher was
Don't
just
laugh
having
at me,
a random
Corio.
conversation. He's in class, he's teachering, he's in the class, he's teachering, and he's telling the kids, I got this appointment tomorrow. He's excited, he got to be here.
My teacher never did that. Not Miss Bell. Not Miss Bell. Miss Bell never tell us about what
Who
appointment she
the fuck
had
is Miss Bell?
her next day. Oh no, not
Who
Miss
the
Bell.
fuck is Miss
Miss
Bell?
Bell was my English teacher. She taught
Okay,
me.
fuck Miss Bell. Fuck Miss Bell. Can we cut? Okay, can I get my child?
No, it's not appropriate. I don't care what you say. You're not supposed to be telling your kids in your
But
class.
you're not listening. You're not
Okay.
listening. I give you a whole
Oh.
hour and a half to talk about trucking, but you don't want to listen to what I gotta say about.
You know what, Tanya? You are so right. You are so right. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
I'm going on mute. I'm going on mute. Yes.
I love you. But okay.
I'm going on mute.
Okay, so the teacher didn't go into the classroom saying, "Can somebody braid my hair? I need my hair braided." Da, da, da. He was literally like teachers. I done been in school. I done been in high school, and sometimes teachers they'll come out and talk about their personal life. They might not go all that intel, but they'll talk maybe about their personal life, their kids, what they did, whatever. This teacher happened to say, "I have a meeting for an interview for such and such and such, but my damn hairdresser ain't available. He didn't say it to say, can y'all do my hair? But children in the class will say, oh, we can help you. We can braid your hair. We can take it down. We can da, da, da. The teacher at the time didn't think that it would be inappropriate for these kids to take down his hair. And then not on top of that, it wasn't like it was a secret. It was recorded. It was live. It was recorded. It was on TikTok. It wasn't something that he did like scandalously. I got these kids on it. It just came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? So they was doing his hair. He was talking. He was typing. He was teaching at the same time that he was getting his hair unbraided. And so a lot of people felt like, well, that was inappropriate. A lot of people felt like, oh, he's just, this is a good thing. He's really, reaching his kids, and they're doing, so it's like some people felt like, okay, this is okay, and some people felt like this was bad. But for the people who think, oh, he was doing this because he want to fuck them girls, like that's what I don't like. Oh, he did this because he wanted to get with them girls. He wanted to take.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that either, Tanya.
I'm not
Tanya. I don't agree with that either. But I just feel like it's inappropriate.
I'm reading, but again, I'm not saying you. I'm going off of the stories.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not saying you're accusing me. No, I'm not saying you're accusing me.
I'm going off of parents' reactions and students in the media. Okay, I don't bring a story on here just to bring a story. I have like the background of the shit. So some people are saying this was inappropriate because they think he was grooming people. And some people feel like, oh, well, that's okay. Some kids, this is a good interaction. They braid their hair.
Well, that's way black and white.
But anyway, go ahead. And anybody else who wants to comment about the story, feel free.
Does Grish want to give her opinion, or is she still digging out the good dirt on the good
We're
teacher?
still getting us dirt on that damn teacher.
That's what I said. Yeah. Dirt on the good teacher.
I have him on here on masonicScience.org. It's a picture of him, and he's talking about how he wants to go to Frostburg State University get a degree in wildlife and fishing. Now, what that got to do with teaching? So he's running game all over the internet.
Some people might have several goals, several
Go ahead, Tanya. Everybody let Tanya respond to this. Go ahead.
No. I just want to read this comment from Community Tea and Culture. A shout out to Community Tea. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. She brings a lot of very good content on her channel. So shout out to Community Tea and Culture. But she says, say that again, the hood table. I've been hustling from t-shirts to let me say less. But even D-boys got rules. You scam and then leave the children alone. And then she also said 18 years of teaching, and I've actually done kids' hair. I've had biracial kids who needed help, and some special ed kids who needed to learn to do their own. The hair thing can be weird, but kids can bully or pick because of their appearance. Clothes, that's what I was trying to get at. Clothes, hair, even body odor are mostly out of a kid's control, especially if their parents aren't, doing their job. So we help parents out so kids aren't embarrassed. I got you there. But see,
right. So that's from an adult. That's from an adult perspective, right?
Right, from people.
So an adult would see that a child maybe needs some extra care. And you do that from an adult decision, but how does an adult allow children to make the decision to work on?
What would you say about that, though, Connie? If your child came home and they said my teacher did my hair, what would you say?
Oh, listen, I would go to the teacher, number one,
and say what?
What happened to my child hair? Because I do my daughter hair every.
But we ain't talking about somebody who got their hair did. We talking
Okay,
about a child who might be
okay. So
their
let
hair is all over the place and
right. So let's talk about a child that's unkept. Right. Let's talk about a child that's unkept. An adult is making a decision to fix the child hair. We're not talking about we reversing it now. In his situation, it's a reversal. It's
Can
not
I
him
say something?
fixing nobody's hair. It's the kids working on his hair as the teacher. That's inappropriate. That is
but it's okay for a
inappropriate.
teacher to work on a child's hair.
No, I'm saying no. What
I
I'm
don't think
saying,
so. I
no,
don't think
you're not
so.
understanding what I'm saying.
I
It's
don't.
inappropriate for the teacher to let the children make the decision, come out of their classroom setting while they're sitting there. He's supposed to be teaching them, and they're coming out the classroom setting and then working on his head.
But it's okay for a teacher to come
You
out of
keep
their
saying the
setting
same
and
thing,
interrupt their
Tanya.
class and interrupt
Because they
their
are
class
the adult. They're
and
supposed
their
to be the
study.
one guiding and
No, let
instructing.
me just say it's okay for a teacher to
I don't think.
interrupt their class
Can
and
I
come
get a
out of
turn
their
to
setting.
answer this?
Let me finish.
It was never okay for any teacher to.
Let me finish. It's okay for a teacher to come out of their setting and interrupt their class and put their children on hold to do somebody's
No, we
hair.
don't know if that was the
Yes, it
case.
does for
Connie,
years.
It could. We don't know if that was the case.
Connie,
It
let me
could
get
have
a
been
chance to
picture
answer.
day. Wait a
Let me
minute.
get
Hold on, Corey Lover.
But even
Hold
if
on.
it is picture day, they done took out of their time and out of their class to do somebody's child.
No, because picture day, the kids out the class, out the homeroom class, they go to the picture,
But
the
it
photo
happens
shoot.
more often than
Wait,
a picture day. That's what I'm saying. A lot of
no,
teachers,
listen,
a lot
you
of
can't make all
teachers,
things one though. You can't
but
make
a
all
lot of
things one,
teachers,
Tanya. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. You
but
can't
I'm
make all
telling
things
you, a lot
one.
of teachers all over the world will put their hands in somebody's child's hair all the time. This ain't something that's random. This is all the time.
Okay, so let's just
Like
say,
you ain't never seen a child's
okay,
hair
okay,
fucked up, and you be like, "Let me just get a rubber band and some blue magic, and let me just throw a ponytail in this
Well,
damn child's hair or something." Like the shit
okay,
has
let
been
me just.
happening forever when it comes to teachers doing that.
okay, okay. So let's just say all of it's wrong, right? Let's just say all of it's wrong.
I ain't
If a
said it's
teacher,
wrong. I never said it was wrong for a child.
I'm saying hypothetically. I'm
Okay,
saying hypothetically, if all of it's wrong, if a teacher put their hand in a child head, it's wrong because why? Why the fuck would you?
but see, I don't think it's
Child,
wrong. That's the thing. I don't think it's wrong.
I don't think it's wrong either.
Now read
For
that.
an
What she?
for
Now
an
read
adult to make
that.
an adult decision, I don't think it's wrong in that instance. But an adult decision for all over, you're trying to make it overall. It's not. It's just one instance, right? This
Now
one
you gotta
instance.
let other people talk too, love.
She's just trying
Okay.
to get out her statement. But go ahead, Corio. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Other people on the. I mean, Soul Sister hasn't said anything. Y'all just going back
But
and forth.
that's because we were still continuing our
We
conversation.
were
Go ahead.
actually talking. She was talking to
Go
me,
ahead.
and I was talking to her. But I'm sorry that you feel like you were left out.
No,
I'm
no, no,
going to.
no. It's not that I was left out. It's just that everybody wants to give their opinions too. But go right ahead. But no, it's not that I felt left out.
No,
Okay,
I was
let
gonna let other people talk. I was going to let other people talk, but we were just still.
I get it, but I don't.
But okay. So Sadate, let's
we
anybody
were
else?
trying to understand each other, but I'm going to cut this very short. It's not okay. And me and Corey Lover, we understand each other when it comes to this. It's
Yeah,
inappropriate.
that's true.
It's inappropriate for a
I
teacher to allow a child to come play in their hair and say, "Oh, I got to get ready for a meeting, or I got to get ready for a job, or I got to get ready for another function," and I'm struggling with taking my hair out, and the children are going to come. The children, they are children. That's the difference. Is the difference is when it's an adult taking care of a matter. Yes, there are some parents who they go by the wayside and they don't take care of their kids and they don't upkeep with their kids. Yes, we know of those type of parents. But what I'm saying is it should never be a situation where the children now it's in reverse. And now they're taking care of your hair in the class. And I'm gonna lead this and I'm leading this on to Corio.
Connie, Hood Table, read what Community T wrote. That's real what I really wanted to say. Read this last thing that uh, Hood Table highlighted. And I think that
So no one would do your kids' hair. Adults ain't just out here playing beauty shop. We also call the parents. We not dumb, right? We offer help to the family, and we want to know if there is what?
any other needs, home needs.
Mm-hmm. We never want to do any home activities, but we also love the kids. We're not. Yes, we don't
My
like
home activities to me would be braiding a kid's hair or putting them in ponytails or stuff like that. I just feel like a lot of people feel like he was grooming kids. And like I said, if you like actually look into the story and the comments on the story, a lot of people feel like he was grooming kids. But I mean, adults groom little children more. And if that's the case, what's the case that some child, some 5-year-old come to school with a nappy ass head and a teacher is braiding their hair? Who's to say they're not grooming them? So I just think
who's to say?
It's just like
who is?
Okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Let's just take the whole grooming aspect. Let's just forget about what those people said
But
about grooming.
That's the thing of the story, though.
No. It can be the story can be elevated and elaborated, right? And extended. Let's just take the whole aspect of the grooming aspect. Do you think it's inappropriate?
No, I already said that.
She said no. She doesn't think it's inappropriate at all. She thinks that it's okay. But my thing is, and then I'm gonna shut up about it completely. But my thing is, Tanya, it's like you're looking at it black or white. Either it's and it's kind of like you're leaning towards the side of it's not grooming. And my point is, personally,
no, I'm not saying that.
Not you, Connie. I'm referring to what she was saying.
Okay, because you called my name.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. You and I are on the same accord about this. I think, Tanya. I think you're saying like we're saying it's got to be grooming, and I'm just saying it's right down the middle. It could have been. It couldn't have been. I mean, because he's shiesty as hell anyway. We didn't know that, but who say he wasn't grooming? Because to me, that's like people that dry beg. Oh well, I really am hungry. My shoes is run over. I really could use a new pair of shoes. How do we know he wasn't?
Oh, but I know how to braid some box braids, so I'll braid some box braids for you.
That's what I was saying. Who's to say parents? Who is to say children who are preschoolers or 5-year-olds and they got a teacher who say, "Oh, I'm going to braid your hair." Who says that they're not grooming?
Exactly.
So if it's wrong, it's
I
wrong.
agree.
What I'm saying is there are a lot of teachers who have no problems. They don't get no backlash for braiding kids' hair.
But we're not talking about.
That's like kindergarten.
But that wasn't the whole point. The whole point was of him. It was okay. We brought that up because we thought we was gonna have an elaborate conversation. But what I'm saying is, you got to understand This man had these kids playing in his head. And Grish just told you that this man is a runner. He's a runner. He's a runner. He's a track star.
He ain't a pervert. He ain't
Okay,
SA
can I say
nobody.
something?
He ain't raped nobody. He ain't
Can I?
took advantage of no children. He
On
ain't
record.
on record. Okay, on record. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, if it's okay for your child to have their hair done by a teacher,
It has never been okay for my child to have their hair done by a teacher. You never heard me say that.
it personal, Sadate. Stop taking it personal, please.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, a lot of people would never say anything. If your child come home and their hair is looking like they done paid $100 for it, oh shit, who did your hair? Oh my
I'm
god!
not gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the school and I'm gonna ask
I'm
who
saying,
touched my child's head.
I'm saying in general, it happens a lot where teachers will put their hands in somebody's child's hair.
So now we moving it to the general and not the actual situation that going on.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of feel like that too, Tanya. Like you keep the only fight you have is the hypothetical story.
Yeah, I don't like that, Tanya.
Story that actually happened, baby.
I don't think the teacher did anything wrong.
Okay.
Then
Can I say something?
Anything wrong?
Hello?
That's cool, and I'm going back off from and I'm gonna go on mute.
But just like I don't think anything's wrong with a teacher braiding a child's hair.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's anything wrong.
I got an opinion. Can I speak?
Oh, go ahead, Soul.
Go ahead, child. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. First of all, the word grooming. Most people assume that grooming means to try to get a child to do something inappropriate. But actually, the word grooming is come from everything that we do in our lives.
No, that's called training. That's called training.
Please let me finish.
Don't change the.
Okay. If you're not going to let me finish, then I'm going to stop
Let her
talking.
finish, try to say. Please let her finish.
Okay.
We are groomed every day of our lives from start. Our parents groom us of how to become children. Our parents groom us of how to talk, walk, dress, and everything else. We're in school. Our teachers groom us to teach us how to learn. Since 2015, changes have been made across the board as far as what's appropriate and what isn't, such as still topic. My job made us stop hugging each other, all because of this kind of conversation. And we were a hugging group of human beings. We thrived on each other. Our day didn't begin unless we hugged each other. But since society had came up with inappropriateness, we had to stop. This teacher, even though his intentions were good, no matter what kind of character he has out of school, we're talking about what he is in school. His intentions could have been good, but his decision was not. Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
I have a problem with what you said.
Decision, but I don't think what he did was so wrong. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay, can I say this? And go ahead, Corio. Go ahead.
No. I'm just like, I want to hear Soul Sister say what was the last sentence you said to sum up what you were saying. What was that, Soul Sister?
I said his attention was in the right place. His decision was not.
I don't know if I agree with his in the right place part.
Intentions, decisions, they were pretty much correlated with each other. Um, I
Oh,
want to say this though. I do want to say this about the grooming thing. What you said, grooming is grooming. Raising, programming, training, teaching. Those are what we can find in the thesaurus book together. Raising, training, programming. Grooming is a retroactive tactic, right? So grooming means that you're going to try to maneuver or manipulate what a person knows and feels in their heart, mind, soul, and body, and you're going to try to manipulate it and try to groom them and readjust their thinking. That is grooming. Programming is intentional. It is on purpose. It is at the onset. That is different.
So when
So
you say
please,
grooming, this guy who
grooming.
interacts with
No,
children
I
to
just
braid
wanted
his
I just
hair,
wanted to correct what she said
I get
because
you. I
grooming
get,
is different than programming. Is different than
and I definitely,
training and teaching.
I definitely get you. But a lot of people feel like he's grooming these kids. Like
how do you know it's
you
not?
sitting in front of a class with 30, 40 kids, and they offered to take down your hair. Yeah, he could have said no. He could have said no. But as far as I believe that he's a young teacher and he made a bad decision. Just like, okay, and I know it's a totally different thing, but just like the shit that happened on Brianna's panel and all that shit, where they were talking about, oh, Swirly, or whatever his name is, when he was younger, he was like 17 and messed with a 14-year-old girl. And from that day on to the end of his life, he is on the list.
12-year
He is
old.
on the list. Even though he was a teenager, he is on that list to the end of time, right? So I feel like
Ooh,
some people might make a bad decision. This teacher probably made a bad decision. Oh, I shouldn't have said, okay, sure, y'all can break.
no, no, no.
I
Wait.
feel
Hold on,
like
Flash.
he made a bad decision, but people are making it seem like it was like heinous, like he was grooming them to do something with them. That's what
But
people.
how do you know? I'm gonna ask
How do you
one
know
more.
that what they were
How do
thinking?
you
That by them
know
saying that it was
people?
Because of
inappropriate.
the articles, because of the interviews, because of the people that's talking about it.
Okay, so can I just say I never seen and not now one of them articles and I'm still saying it's inappropriate?
That might be the problem. But
But you know,
I'm trying to cover a story and give y'all as much as I can on the story.
I
But
get it, and you have. But all I'm saying is, and maybe Grish can jump in here because she's dealt
Rich
with these kind.
told you that the man has been jumping around, going
That's
from
not what
place to
it.
place.
he ain't. But Gresh
It
ain't said
hasn't
nothing
been.
about him doing anything salacious with
That's
kids.
not. Y'all haven't. Didn't even let me finish
Why
my.
is he moving so much? That make you want to think.
No, it don't make me want to think.
It make me want to think.
People move all the time.
14 times in 2 years?
Child, if you knew how many places I didn't live
It
in,
wasn't a month.
No, it wasn't that many times, Tanya.
I didn't live as a grown adult. I didn't have like 12 homes. As a
14
grown adult.
times in 2 years.
Oh my.
But what I'm saying is that don't mean that he's doing something salacious to kids.
No,
Ooh.
what I'm saying, see, that's the point that you're not missing. You gotta collect. See, I watch a whole lot of true crime. I watch a
So do
whole
I.
lot. Listen, I might be paranoid. Call me paranoid. Call me whatever you want to call me. But when I see the facts, I see the pieces, I put them together and I make the story. You know why? Because detectives do it, police do it. The same police that people call, they do it.
Oh, because
They
he had
collect
kids
the
braiding his hair,
information.
he was a
Why
pervert.
is this person moving around this much
So basically,
in
what
2
you
years?
saying is, so basically, what you're saying is, this guy had kids
And he had a
braiding his hair.
GoFundMe.
and he's a pervert. Is that what you're
He,
saying?
no, that's not. I'm not taking it to that level. What I'm saying is all things have to be considered. He had a go. Grinch, did you not say he had a GoFundMe?
Yes.
Okay, he had a GoFundMe, and what was the purpose for?
He put it that he needed to get more courses so he can be certified for
It
teaching.
had nothing to do with. It had nothing.
Certified in what
Certified.
year?
I had to look that back up again. Oh no! Oh wait, it
Thir-
was last year. Last year he had a GoFundMe.
2023. Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
already he
January,
was already setting it up. He used this
January
situation to get
2023.
out of that situation.
I
Oh, I
don't
can
believe
see it.
that. He was
Yes,
setting
All
up
he
right.
a
did.
GoFundMe to
So
get
this
out
is
of
what
a
I
his braiding his hair situation. Come on,
this is
Tommy.
this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say is I think everybody has the right to their opinion, right? I'm gonna respect everybody's verbiage, right? But the thing is that if you look at his track record, it just looks like someone that we have here that has come into the beef sector and has a history of not paying rent and has a rap career. The thing is that
Did
Oh,
you
they
wait a
say?
minute.
Hold on. Did you
I
say a
caught
white
that.
man?
I caught that.
they have a history of it. It's right there in black and white. And the thing
Wait a
is that
minute, Grish. Wait a minute.
yeah. so
Grinch, you know, Grinch, you wrong for that. But go ahead.
so
Ooh,
the thing
Lordy.
is that I think he's just like, there's some men that stand, they stand on it, very responsible, marriage type. This guy is not like that. He is, not responsible. He's just trying to skate through life. And it's just not working. So I'm just gonna tell you what some people do with the Board of Ed. So you get in it, unless you are furthering your education, you're going to be stuck there making X amount of money. The only money you do make is in the summer when they double the pay and then you get double the hours. Like if you're making 15 or maybe
Mhm.
$30, you get $60 an hour in the summer. That's where the money come from. It's not during the school year. It's during the
Right.
summertime. Okay. Plus you get vacation checks on top of that. You get paid for the summer months if you don't work, and if you work, you get double the hours. You get like two check. You know what I mean? You're getting two payments there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so right, so that's the
If you're
hustle.
working through the summer days.
Right. If you work through the summer days, if you make $15 an hour every year, in the summer you make $30 an hour.
30.
Right.
Right.
And you got your vacation checks as well. So that's really the hustle. Okay. What I said all that to say is that, okay, with him, he's not furthering his education. You see, he had a hustle over there on GoFundMe. He's begging, can you please? And I'm really trying to find that very weird because the Board of Ed pays for you to go to college part time.
Yeah, why
See,
do he need somebody to help him pay for a certification?
Right. Correct. That's why they
scamming,
haven't released it.
That
right?
is so I'm so glad you brought that up. Because why? Because no, you go to school for that. You further
Right.
your education and they pay for that.
Right. They pay all the
As
way up.
long as you're within as long as you're active
All the
within
way
the
up. They
school.
pay your masters and everything, but you're part time
Right.
though. You see. So the
Right.
bottom line, and the government, the governor, they have a governor scholarship if you're trying to further past the masters. So the bottom line is, he seemed like he's just trying to hustle. Now GoFundMe has it under protection. It's a big sign says donations protected. So they're not going to release it to
Mm,
him unless he proves that everything he put down is true, which is not, as I can see. So he's not gonna get that. But
mm,
it was a good hustle. So that hustle didn't work,
mhm.
and the money just sitting. So now you got a new hustle. I'm gonna sit here with just hear me out. I'm gonna sit here with this phone. I'm it's a thing called viral. Just going viral. If you
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
hit
cry
one
about my
video
kids missing
to
me and
go
oh
viral, you
yeah.
hit. They call it and the reason I'm coming up with this because there's a app called Rumble, and on Rumble, there's people are saying
Yes.
that he's clout chasing and that he's
Hmm.
hustling and trying to hit the Powerball, and he hit the Powerball.
Okay,
He
somebody says the Board of Education doesn't do that in all areas. It doesn't pay for you to forward your education.
Well, I know they have
Hmm.
a governor's scholarship that does as well. So there are many
And they have
schools there.
grants.
Right,
And they
those are
have grants as
grants. Right,
well.
right. So they have many. They have the left hand scholarship. They what? I mean, when I went to when I was going to college, they were like, we have something if you write with left hand. I'm like, I'll take it. So they
Okay,
have
I'll
Man,
take
many.
it.
God.
Chris, you're not
Wow.
lying because my oldest son is left-handed, so you're not lying. Yeah, I saw
Right.
that.
So
That is
He's applying for
funny.
grants and
Okay.
scholarships. Yep, sure
It's
did.
yeah.
all kinds of scholarships and grants you can get.
Right.
Mm.
So the thing is
Now, if
that
you
what?
got a cockeye like D Miss O, you might get one too.
Oh, I ain't
Oh,
got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Okay.
oh, you trying to
Back
get
on
Chris
track.
some shit. You trying
I
Chris,
to
know.
get
I
Chris
Chris,
They
know.
got
some
a
we
Right.
gonna
cockeye
talk.
scholarship somewhere out there.
grants
We
don't
gonna
let her get you in no more
I
shit,
know.
we,
Chris.
We
we gonna
haven't went
talk to
at it. We
Chris.
haven't went at it. That would be a great one, but we haven't went at it yet. Okay, so that would be great though.
That
Okay,
was funny
so
though. That was funny
It
though.
right,
was.
and you see that's tempting. That's
A
tempting. Okay.
cockeye scholarship, honey.
And always know I'm always ready before the war. So like I said, the file is just sitting
You
right
better
over there.
check in.
The
D
Oh,
Miss
the
O
the
file
like
is sitting
devil is
right.
D
tempting
Miss
the devil.
That's
how
what I'm saying.
Corio
That would
said
be a
how
good one.
Corio said D Miss obnoxious. She might have gotten one of
I,
those.
The
Ah,
file is sitting in the corner, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so the man is what he's doing is he's trying to hit a big one. Remember, he's hit from TikTok, so he's trying to hit something viral. He hit something viral, and he has no way to further it because it just stopped there. But I guess now he's gonna really milk it and do it probably another GoFundMe, and he has hit it now. Like I said, it's a different from getting laid off and getting fired. What happened is, if the board of ed is letting people go, also they're letting people go left and right. They're closing some of the schools. I don't. It's happening
yeah.
all over, and so people see that, and we call them skeletons, like old skeletons. You have teachers that's like could have been retired 3 times, and they just slugging themselves up to the school, won't leave. There's no openings for new teachers to come in because these old bones won't go, and now they're just
they
letting them
set in
go.
their ways, Grish. They set in their
Right.
ways.
And we're just like, you can barely pick up a pencil. But the teachers come with paras, so the paras are doing all the work. When you have an old teacher like that, so I said all that to say, they're holding on. The longer you stay, the more money you get for your retirement, and the more money you get in your what is that the union? Because the teachers have a union.
Yeah.
But
First. Yeah.
right, right. So that's why they're holding on. He just came in. He just came in there. You get what I'm saying? He just started there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
the
because a teacher has a bad character personal life does not make him a bad teacher. There
mm,
are many people out here are very good professionals, but their personal life is in shambles. We
right,
have went from this man getting his hair done by his students to him being the most shadiest character.
Right. That's all I'm
well,
saying. I'm saying
I'm
that's what
just
I'm
I'm
No,
just trying
saying.
to
no, those
finish.
If
are
I'm
the
neither
just
facts.
trying to
one of
That's what
you
finish.
I'm
guys
Wait,
can
saying.
say it,
That's what I'm
oh,
say it.
see now
If
saying.
y'all
neither one of you guys can
see,
say
What?
that it's
No,
see,
that's
true,
what
I
I'm
see.
just
saying.
want to
I
finish. I
agree with
just want
you
to
Wait
on
a
finish.
that.
minute.
So
Wait a minute. See how y'all do? Y'all don't want to hear the facts. Y'all don't want
No,
to hear the
no,
facts.
no. I'm saying exactly what she's saying. This guy made a mistake, and y'all make him to be Hitler.
you don't
Like,
know
so
that
No,
he
I mean, he
go
made a
ahead, Chris.
mistake.
okay, you was okay with him talking about anybody else's background, so let's talk about his.
No, I'm saying this guy made a mistake. That's the whole premise of my conversation. I believe he made a mistake. Okay, maybe he shouldn't have had them kids braided his hair, but they done fired this nigga as if he's like Hitler or some demon. Like,
right.
If
So
he's
what
not,
happens is you can
if
get
he
laid
can't
off.
make a simple judgment call on something so simple as to not have young girls playing in his hair, doing his hair, then what other non-decision making skills can
Skills
he
that he
have?
has.
I mean,
Right.
that's to me, that's common sense. You're not
but
gonna
we don't know.
Yeah.
See, that might
use
be common
And
judgment
sense,
he's willing
like
to
that.
post
but
it.
I,
everything's
And
so
he's willing to
common.
post it on social media.
But
Yeah,
everything's so
right.
common, and since you said that, everything's so common ain't so common sense to everybody.
Okay.
Exactly.
You
And
might
that's
believe,
why they
oh
let
my
him
God, he should
go.
have known better than
That's
somebody
why
else.
they let him go.
There are even children's parents at that school who are
He
vouching
didn't make
for
the
him
right
behind his
decision.
back,
I
Okay,
saying,
he didn't make the right decision. That's
and he didn't
we gonna
talk
just
to every
yeah, he
parent.
we
did.
all can agree on that.
I agree. He did not make the
I
right
agree.
decision. But there are parents of children in that school who are like, give him his job back. He's a great
Well,
teacher.
how do you know they're in the majority?
I'm
I
not
know
saying they're
there's a
majorities, Corio. I didn't say 95% of them.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
point.
saying there are
that might
teachers.
just be a couple.
No,
Hmm.
it might be only one. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is there are teachers who are saying, don't fire him. But there are also teachers who are saying, no, he was wrong.
Because they might
I
make the
just think
wrong.
that
They might make the exact wrong decision that he made.
I
So
just
you
think
can't trust none of them bitches.
me personally, I don't think he should
Going
have
on mute.
been fired. I figure
Where
if
this
something
county
like that
at? What
really
school
happened,
district they in?
if something like that really
Prince
happened
George.
and they felt
Ooh,
like it was
Lord,
wrong,
not Prince George County.
Hmm.
if something like that really happened and they thought that was wrong, I'm like, ain't no steps. There have been teachers who have done worse that have been fired. Like there's no steps. Like, okay, don't let them in your hair again. All right, moving right along. Like he was like literally just fired.
Yeah, he
So
should have waited until he got his 10-year tender
As
I'm
a
like,
before
ain't
he
no
parent,
decided
steps,
to.
ain't no suspension.
as a parent who has a 15-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, and 2-year-old, I don't want nobody playing in my hair, in my kids' hair, and I want my kids playing in nobody else's hair, not the teachers.
And
And
some
that's
parents
just
don't
it.
care. And some parents don't care. You do my child's hair, you done did me a favor.
And they just slack. They
And you know
slack.
what I'm saying? But see,
But a
everybody's
lot of
different.
parents are not as
And how Miss
caring,
Dovey say
or
they're frowsy.
a
Everybody's
lot of
different.
parents aren't like you either. I mean, it's obvious when you take care of your children.
I
But
get
what
up
the
early
hood
in the
people
morning.
is
I get
saying
up
is
at
that
5 o'clock in the
what
morning to make sure my daughter hair is
But
right.
every
yeah, but what
parent
the
is
hood people is
different.
trying to tell you is that there are so many parents that don't.
Every
But
It's just
parent is
thinking about the
but
different.
parents
but
who not doing that.
okay. Let's talk
So you
about the
ain't never
kids.
did nobody's hair. Are you about to tell me that you ain't never did another child's hair?
I've had
And
people
their
play in my
parents
hair
did not
because
tell you, and their parents did not
Tanya.
tell you to do their hair.
Yes, Tanya. I've had people play in my hair because I've had
No,
long
not
hair all
you.
my
I'm
life.
saying, have
I've
you?
had long hair all my life, so people
No, that's not
always
what
played
I'm
in my hair.
asking.
My mama
That's
always got
not.
mad
But
at
that's
me.
not what I'm asking.
Yes, my
That's not
mama
what I'm
always got mad at me because when I came back
asking.
home, sometimes my hair wasn't the same like how
That's not
she
what I'm
made it.
asking.
But what I'm saying is
What I'm saying is,
putting my actual hands in a teacher's hair to
but that's
take the
not what
braids
I'm
out.
asking. Can you hear
Mr.
me?
Darren. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Darren. Okay,
Can
let's
you
go
hear
back to
me?
Mr. Darren.
Uh,
Mr.
I
Darren
can't
was
wait to see
Can
fine.
this
you hear
Mr.
me?
He was
Darren
a fine
man.
ass man. I'm not gonna lie. He was a Kappa. He was a Kappa.
Hello. Can anybody hear me?
Listen,
I
I
can
would
hear
never
you.
put
I
my
mean,
hand in his hair.
me? Can
I'm
anybody
gonna go
hear
find
me?
Mr. Darren.
I can hear you. I
Okay,
can
because
hear
I'm like, damn, I've been trying to say I'm not listen, shit.
I
I
couldn't stop
I asked the
laughing.
I'm
question
making Tanya
I asked.
mad right now.
No, because I asked a specific question and you talking about something else. I said, have you ever did a child's hair and their
Snoring.
parent did not tell you to
Sorry.
do their hair?
Huh?
Oh, child, now she can't hear me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
I was laughing because Corio was snoring.
let me
Go
bring it
ahead.
right closer. Have you ever did any child's hair and their parent did not tell you to do their hair?
At
No.
what age?
It don't matter the age.
What age was I?
It don't matter if they were 12 or
Yeah, it
10.
matters if you're
No,
gonna try
it
to
doesn't.
correlate this to
It
this
does
man
not
situation.
matter. It doesn't matter if they were 2 year old or 12 year old. If you
No,
felt that
I'm
that child
saying, what age
was
was
threatening,
I, Tanya? Wait a minute. I don't want to yell. I don't want to
okay,
yell.
as a grown adult, have you ever? Okay, let's be specific. As a grown adult over the age of 18, have you ever did somebody's child's hair without being asked?
Yeah, because I had kids stay over to my house.
Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay, Greg, go ahead.
I've had kids stay
that's
over
all I
to my
gotta
house.
say. You ain't even gotta explain. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I've had actually one kid, not kids,
But
but
then,
one
were you
kid
grooming
stay.
that kid? Was you grooming that kid?
I did her hair as an adult.
Were you grooming that kid?
No.
Okay.
But what does that mean? Does that mean that because she was,
No, because it's the same.
he
Like I
was
said, like I
grooming?
said before, like just because an adult does a kid's hair, people automatically assume they're grooming them. But how many kids' hair have you done and you were not grooming them?
We weren't talking about adults doing kids' hair. We were
Yes, we
talking
are.
about.
Yeah, that's what we're. He's a teacher. He's an adult. That's what we're talking about.
No, we weren't he wasn't doing the kids' hair. The kids was doing his
But
hair, right?
what I'm trying to say is they're saying that this teacher, okay, let me go back like 15, 20 minutes ago. I said this teacher, they were saying that he was wrong because a lot of people were saying that he could have possibly been grooming people's hair, right? I mean, grooming people's kids, right? Because they were doing his hair.
We passed that, Tanya. We way past that.
But evidently
Because
we're not because you don't remember what I was trying to say. You're saying we're not.
no. I never, not one time in the time that I have talked to y'all, not one time have I said that this man was grooming, or I never had that inclination that the man was grooming. I said his behavior was inappropriate for him to allow the kids to take his braids out. That's just that's all I said.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is some people were saying that he was
I don't care
grooming.
about we passed that. We done got past that, Tanya. We done
Okay,
got past that. I
so
don't
we
care
passed
about what the people say. We done going on to something else. Is it inappropriate? We don't care about what they say.
no, I don't think it's
From
inappropriate.
okay, and you answered that a million times. You've answered that a million times, and I accept that. And I just wish that you would accept what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. I heard what you were saying.
And what am I saying?
All I want to know is, can I get
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Darren's
Go
phone
ahead.
number?
What am I saying, Tanya?
Nope, I'm gonna let her go ahead because we keep going back and forth saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let somebody else speak.
Informant Sugar, go ahead and finish what you were.
But old girl was about to say something. So
I'm sorry.
let her speak real quick.
Who's whole girl?
Soul sister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just joking. I just wanted Mr. Darren's phone number. She convinced me.
What? Soul sister said he can groom.
Okay. So go ahead.
Go ahead, Informant Sugar.
So what I was saying is there is layoffs, there is firing, and then there's wrongful termination, right? And so they were, I guess they were gonna fire the guy, but they don't have any grounds. You see what I'm saying? Because the video is innocent. What he should have been is reprimanded. So when they jumped the gun, they, I guess, then replaced him, probably put him on office duty. You get what I'm saying? He has to come in every day and office. But if it goes through, a decision has to be made what to do with him. But if he gets terminated, he has not fired and not laid off. If he gets wrongful termination, I'm telling you, he hit the jackpot because not only can he
Thank
sue
you.
the
That's
city,
thank you, Chris.
he can hit. He can sue the city. He can also get
He can sue
workman's
their ass
comp.
as well. Go.
Yeah, he could sue them. He could get workman's comp. And yes, it's wrongful termination
That's what I'm
because
saying. He did nothing. anything wrong, salacious. That's what
No,
it is.
no, he's not saying
Wait,
that.
See, y'all
let
cut.
me
He's
let me
not
Y'all
saying
but
that
let
cut
he
me
did
both
nothing
finish.
wrong. He's
doctors
saying
Let
that
in.
he
me
can get
Y'all,
off.
let me finish. Let me finish. Let
y'all
me finish.
let her finish.
No,
Let me
Grace is
finish.
saying
So
exactly what I was saying.
Oh,
He didn't
what
do
I'm
anything salacious
what
to
I'm
get fired.
what I'm saying is this guy is a social media influencer, and he knows exactly what to do, and he knows that he
Exactly.
could not touch any of these children or he would get fired. You see, once
They
you're
touch
fired
him.
you can't, right,
Mhm.
but he can't touch them because you would get fired. See, when
They
you're
touch
fired,
him, so
right,
he's not gonna get the same. Yeah.
right, so if you get fired you lose everything. You lose everything. You lose your
Hmm.
True.
retirement, your pension. You lose everything. So he had to think of something,
So
and
which
the some.
category does he fall under
Well, I'm just
out of
I'm
the
just
three?
saying. I'm just saying at this moment.
Mm.
I promise I'll answer what you're saying. But what I was saying, so what he had to come up with is, let me see. I know that the kids will, they'll help me out. So I'm gonna try to get them to do my hair, and I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna sit here. He knew exactly where to place the camera,
Hmm.
and he knew what to, and he knew
Yeah.
how to set it up. Wait a
Yeah. Why
minute.
are you setting up
So
the camera?
wait. So does that make him a
hey,
groomer? No. What that makes him is
No, it
a
doesn't.
wait. It makes him a manipulator because he knew how to manipulate those kids, and he knew that they would come and help him. You see, because
Yeah.
they've probably done it
A
before, but
manipulator.
this
He's a
a
manipulator,
manipulator.
so he falls under category three.
remember I said like a dry
No, he's
bed?
just a
I don't know.
manipulator.
I don't
He
know.
falls under
I don't
category
know.
three.
I
Okay,
don't know.
no, let Grish go ahead and repeat
Oh,
it.
go ahead,
Go
Chris.
Okay,
ahead and
so
repeat.
when I say a manipulator, it's like this. It's like this.
No, go ahead and
But
repeat what you
he
said about the
He ain't gotta
term.
repeat it. She
okay.
ain't gotta repeat it.
He
We
knew.
There
heard.
were three
He,
terms.
the terms of what? Are you talking about there's layoff, there's
Yeah,
termination, and then there's firing.
right.
And so he being a manipulator, he didn't do anything wrong because he just placed himself in a position. This is what he's wrong for. He placed himself in a position to manipulate those kids into allowing them to touch his hair. Now he should have said stop, but
So
he
number
didn't.
one, he couldn't be laid off.
Right. He can't be
Number
laid off
two, he
because
couldn't be fired.
no, he wait a minute. He could have been fired if he had touched him. So you're right, he couldn't.
He
The
couldn't have
next
been
one is
fired.
right. The next one is because they wanted to fire him. If you remembered, he was fired, but then they
Mm.
had to change the decision and told him to come in. Once he did that crying thing, so that's when they had to change it because the outpour from the community stepped in, and
Because
they
he
didn't
didn't
want to
do
look
nothing wrong.
Based
right.
off, it was a baseless outcry.
Right. So he
Baseless
had this.
outcry because
He had this.
he had no foundation.
Right. I believe in
Because
my
if you
mind.
build a foundation, that means that you had to recognize that you was manipulating the situation. So he wasn't going to do that.
He
But
was
they
trying to go
switched it up
viral.
because of the outcry.
Right. And I'm just telling
Poor
you from the
Grish.
firing. Now, huh?
I said, poor Grish. You've been trying to get this one little part
No,
out.
From
look,
the
look,
I'm
look,
sorry,
from the
Chris.
Griff.
Chris,
firing,
Chris
Let
was
me
from
go
the
on
trying to
mute.
Chris.
firing,
Yeah, go
when you
ahead,
get
Chris.
when you get fired, the most you'll get is unemployment. That only lasts like, a little bit. And
Mhm.
then you're gonna have to try to make ends meet. Or you're gonna have to go on food stamps and stuff like that and move in with somebody. So that doesn't work. Layoff, you get when you laid off, the only thing you get is food stamps because you take the layoff slip down there. They'll give you food stamps until you get called back. That's what layoff is. You're laid off until you get called back. And the way the economic is, people ain't getting called back. So you got a lot of people now that have the food stamp card. The wrongful termination, that's what he was trying to go for because that's the one where you sue and you get workman's comp and you know what I'm saying? And then if
Yeah.
he goes to a psychiatrist to say how stressful this was, he can get
Yeah.
disability and be straight for
Yep.
life. Now he
Yep.
won't get
Yep.
regular
Yep.
disability,
So
he'll
he's
get
moving along to his whole pattern. His
right.
whole
He won't
pattern. He's moving along.
right. He won't get SSI, he'll get SSDI, which means he will get like thousands for sitting at home. And
Mm.
that's what the hustle really was.
How do
I'm
I
what
apply
I'm
for that?
seeing.
Grace, how do I apply for that?
You got to come up with
I
something where you're not going to
like
get
what?
arrested or
Now, have
fired.
somebody braid. So have somebody kid
No,
braid your hair.
All
seriously.
right.
I
No, wait
need
a
to
minute.
know, how do I
Soul
apply?
Sister got
What
to say this.
qualifications I need?
Have somebody
You
braid your hair. Have somebody
No,
kid braid your hair.
shut up.
No, wait a minute. Now
position
you sound
yourself.
like Pizarro right now.
No,
Wait a minute. Wait
I
a
ain't
minute.
like, girl, please don't put me in that same category.
Wait a minute. Now
It's
don't
No,
do
like
that.
this.
we
Look,
ain't about
look.
Don't
to
do
do
that.
that.
Listen,
We
Don't.
listen.
ain't about to
You know
do
how
that.
a teacher, you know how a teacher might get attacked at school, or a kid might beat him with a book or something like that.
Yes.
That
or shoot them.
right, right. And so what happens is now they might have to stay home for a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's when they get you might take your sick days or whatever, or medical whatever. And the thing is, after that, the school could say, "Oh, you took too many days. Well, I need," or you need a doctor's note to come back and
Ooh,
say you can
that
do
was
heavy
a good
lifting.
analysis. I'm so glad you brought that up. You said how a teacher could hit a student with a book.
No, the teachers can hit when the teachers get attacked by kids. You know those teachers that get
Yeah,
attacked by kids and the kids
yeah,
hit them with a book,
yeah.
and the
But
teacher is
then
out.
there's the opposite of the teacher hitting the kids.
Right, but the one I'm talking about is when the teachers get attacked in
Wow.
school. That teacher didn't do nothing wrong. So what happens is the teacher then goes out on work. Might well they really go out for doctor's leave, and then when the doctors after a while they'll say, "Oh, we need a letter." You know what I'm saying? So after a while, when you've used up your sick days, then you have the choice: are you leaving or are you going workman's comp? I'm just explaining.
Mm.
So he didn't get hit. He could turn around and nothing. He didn't do anything. They
Wait a
did
minute.
stuff to him.
If you get hurt on a job, your job pays all your medical expenses and your time off. So
If
if
you
the
work,
doctor says
let
that
me.
you are hurt from this job for
The
a year
city
and a
will
half,
only. The city, no,
go
the
ahead.
city will only do so much. This when you work for the board of ed, that's the city. The board of ed only does so much, and then after a while, they'll suggest you get a letter from your doctor stating that you can do heavy lifting. If
Yeah.
your letter doesn't say you can do heavy lifting, then they'll suggest, look, you're
But
gonna have to
teachers
go
work
out
for
the
the
other way.
state. But teachers work for the state, though. That's not
No,
the
they work
city.
for the city. The board of education is under the city. The department of education is under the state.
Okay.
So that's two. You understand? They on their like the top of the board of education. The board of education is the city, and that is where the pension and all that stuff
I
comes.
want to hear what Soul Sister
Well, not
got to
the
say. I
pension,
ain't
the
gonna lie.
union. The union comes under the city.
Okay,
I
right.
still want to know
If
how do
there
I
is,
get
wait a minute. If there is a
SSID.
union, because a lot of places don't have unions.
Well, all schools. I'm just being on. They're entitled to have a union. The
If you
schools
work
are.
for the city, it's a union. You get
Yeah,
union if you work for any city organization.
they're
As a
entitled to
teacher,
a
No,
teacher.
I'm saying
Yes,
any
a teacher.
organization.
Yes.
Most
no,
in
no, baby, no, baby. We don't have
no.
unions. We don't have unions in South Carolina.
Oh
That's
yeah,
but they're
we
Oh,
have a
entitled
okay.
to it. There's nothing they can do if they want to
yeah.
organize
There's
one because you are
yeah
entitled to have one.
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't have unions
Y'all schools
in
don't have
South Carolina.
unions in South
Ain't South
Carolina?
Carolina
No,
work at
no, they don't.
it's a
Oh
work
wow.
at will place,
They
right?
have a teachers union. I think, but I could be wrong. But check me on that if anybody in the comments or whatever in the
They do
audience.
have a teachers union.
But
I know
they
all
don't.
teachers got a union.
They don't support them like that. They don't
Uh,
support them like that because I have a cousin right now. Like they can't even get like basic um supplies.
Well, see, that has
I
nothing to
guess
do
it
with the
all depends on
union.
how hard you fight for it too.
That
You
yeah,
can
that
have
got
a
nothing to do
union.
with the union. You
Yeah.
know, like when the contracts and stuff and they
And
go on
then
strike, that's
and
the
then she
union.
and then she got then she got muscular dystrophy. She got MS, right?
I
And
Uh-huh.
never.
she got some workers comp or something like that, and some
Right.
Oh Lord.
short term disability,
Right.
and then that was it. After
Yeah, I
after
know
that ran out,
y'all.
she
Right.
had to rely on her insurance.
Right. And then the doctor then she gets evaluated by the disability again and then
Oh.
they'll see if it's long term or
Yeah, the
whatever.
union only come into play if you're like getting fired,
Right.
laid off.
So
If
you
some,
understand what I'm saying? They do a little bit because they try to pressure you. The city
Yes.
will try to pressure you to see they what are you going to do? Can you come back and lift do heavy lifting? If you can't, then we see you later. And you got to go out and
Yeah.
do disability or you and it's hard to pass disability. Very hard. But if you can pull that off, you're good.
No,
And
she
he had
went
he
back.
had
She went back to school.
oh, okay.
She
So
went back to teaching.
she had all grunt. You saying muscular dystrophy, right? So
MS.
MS. Okay, muscular sclerosis. So the thing is that she was entitled to do long term care or something
Mm,
like that, and have nurses and housekeepers and stuff like that.
yeah, but she went back to school because it was short term. Like she was only like out of school for like 4 months.
She could have
Like
went through her
four
insurance.
months when she found out that she had it. She was in so much pain, and she had just had a grandbaby, and her grandbaby had autism, and it was a whole lot of situations going on.
You
And she
can
was
go
trying to put
through.
her grandbaby in a special school, and
Well,
she
that
she
sounds
went
like
through
she
a
didn't
lot.
qualify
She
for.
went through a lot. Yeah, she went through a lot. She really
That
did, and
sounds
she
like she
she
didn't
ended
apply
up going back to
for.
teaching. She ended up going back to teaching like 4 months after
So what
Yeah, that
happens?
she
sounds
was
like she didn't
diagnosed.
apply for
You
permanent
go through your
disability.
insurance, and your insurance sets you up with a appointment with the state, and the state does an evaluation. They could do it virtual, and they do an evaluation, and they, it's your medication and stuff like that, and they come up with a determination letter to let you know that if you're long-term care, and if you take
No,
that
she
letter.
had short. They told her she
I
well,
know
she
that's
only had short
disability.
term.
I'm talking about long-term care through her insurance.
Yeah, because
and then
that is
Oh,
an
and
illness where
then the
she can get
disability
permanent
would have fell right
disability.
in.
Right.
Right
maybe
in. It's
maybe
many
she
ways
felt
to
like
get
it wasn't
around
gonna
it, but
be. Maybe she didn't feel like it was gonna be worth the wait,
I'm just
or
You
saying
also got to
or worth
remember
the
though,
amount of money.
if you have a pre-existing condition, your
well, the thing,
insurance is very limited of what you are going to be able to get.
And that's when you
well,
got to
Like
with
get out with the
something
state.
like that,
and how much you could afford to pay. Like on my disability insurance that I took out on my job, I didn't have any pre-conditioned experiences. So my what I had to pay was pennies, but mostly everybody else there was paying a very, higher amount, and some people just couldn't get it. So it all depends on your condition of what you got,
right on the
and
list. There's a
For how
list.
much you put in?
Y'all.
I'm just trying to explain to you on the list. There's a list of
Okay, we getting off the rocker.
right, and that is on the list. I'm just
Yeah,
letting you know.
Corio
And
about to shut this
she
shit down.
she okay.
I'm
Yeah, she
just
shouldn't be
cracking up
working.
because
She
it's
should be at home.
unbelievable.
But anyway, this has been great, and
Sorry, Corio.
yeah, I don't know.
I
He.
was
The
just
Well, let
thing.
me
asking
just
about
say,
that.
over here on the hood table, we can always agree to disagree. And
Oh
Okay,
I
Corio, what you got to
that's
say?
so cool.
that shit. I'll
no,
never
I
get
just
into it with
wanted.
somebody
Oh, I'm
because we
sorry.
don't agree on some shit or whatever. We agree to disagree over here. Whatever y'all agree to as far as that guy and his teachings, we good. We good. I don't want us to walk away from here like, oh, that the
Oh,
hood table or Grish or something.
Oh no, we never gonna walk away like that.
no.
No. Mm-mm. I think
It's
I
been
think
very
everybody
nice
on the
being on
panel
your
can
panel,
agree with
girl.
that.
Oh
Child,
my
I'm
God.
just saying, when we look at other panels and they be like, next
Yeah,
thing
they be
you know, they
fighting,
five
and next thing you know,
teachers.
somebody else going live, and
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
we ain't doing that type of stuff.
I
No.
think I think the only thing that I'm missing is Grish and her point of view because she deals with groomers and all that kind of stuff, and she didn't quite finish when she was talking about. Oh, I think I
The
forgot.
teacher. I don't think the teacher is a
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
groomer.
teacher.
Like I'm
and
just
I
saying
just
the
wanted you to
groomers.
finish that,
The
and then
groomers
I'm good.
that we have went after. I went after a brother and sister situation where the brother did something with the sister, and we had to hand over the somebody sent me the video, and I was trying to hand it over to the police, and they had to take my whole account because they said if I passed it to them, that's transferring child pornography, and I couldn't do that because they were children. And
Mm,
I was in shock. I didn't know what to do because I immediately told the police in their area. And once they had that, they had to wait to see if something else was going to happen. And he went live again and did something again. And that's from what I ended. That's when the grandmother went live and said, "I want to know who's so and so." And that was my nickname at the time. And then he was like, because they kicked in the windows and they came in from the front and the back and they took the computers. Y'all could have gave me a chance that I would have. What happened was the mother was a drug addict. They separated the kids. The boy was supposed to be with the grandmother and the girl was supposed to be with the mother. So I guess the mother wanted to go get high and she left the girl with the grandmother and she would leave them upstairs and he would go live and do disgusting things. And
Hey
So
Kima, did
that's what
this to
really,
you, Grish?
huh?
Did they do this to you?
No, no, that's my first bus. That was my first arrest. And that was just by turning in evidence. And then I learned how to turn in packages, like how to turn
Oh
them in, how
wow.
to have the evidence, have to have, the address, how to have everything correct. And then they will definitely go in there through the door. And then from there, it just went on from there.
so technically,
Wow.
there's no way to tell if like we've all been basically saying in our own ways. Just by looking at it, you can't tell what was on his mind and what wasn't on his mind. But for
Check,
all intents and purposes, it
right.
just looked like he was a grown man letting teenage
checking
girls
checking
unbraid
his
his hair.
background, it looks like a money grab. And it looks like he gonna get paid
But
because they shouldn't have jumped the gun. What they should have done was just evaluated the situation, put him on desk duty in the office, and like they doing now, that's how they should have done instead of firing him. Now
And
he has a
suspending him
case.
and chastising him. That's
He
about
has a case, and he's going to get paid.
yep.
There's no way around it.
Because he didn't do anything wrong. That's all I was trying to say. He
Right.
didn't do
So it would be
anything
a wrongful termination.
salaciously wrong. It might
Right.
have been a bad decision, but he didn't do anything salaciously wrong, and he
Right.
might get paid.
So even though he's back at the school, you better believe his lawyers contacting him every day, probably telling him, don't say anything, just go clock in, file any papers. They actually don't say anything to anyone. And when it's time for the decision, he gonna get paid
mhm.
There
because they
ain't no
jumped the
law. There
gun.
ain't no law against suitors can't braid my hair. I'm not saying it was right, but I'm just saying he made a bad decision. That's all I've been trying to say.
He's
Was he
gonna
made
get
a bad
paid because his reputation is destroyed. It has went viral and it's on every news station that they fired him.
How much I bet that in the books, in the rules and regulations for teachers next year, hair braiding and unbraiding is going to be one of the
Girl, Corio, it might be.
one
They
of the
probably
new
gonna be like no braids or something.
probably it's going to be
Don't touch
it,
their lace front.
Right. Because remember, I
yeah,
think the
it's
crown thing is for the students. Watch, they're gonna come up with something for the teachers.
Now,
yeah.
you think this would be different if he was a she?
Yep,
I think it would have been
absolutely.
different if he was white. Can I just be honest?
Thank you. Absolutely, that
If
too.
he was
Yep,
white, this would have never went this far.
You
never.
mean if they had to put braids in his hair?
If the students that came over and be like, "Oh, look at your hair," or gave him that attention, this would have
Uh
never
huh.
even left the room.
Yep.
I could promise you that.
Even if they just play it in his little greasy ass hair, what's that shit they be putting?
Oh,
That mousse or whatever that shit they be putting in their hair. Yep, it wouldn't have went that far. No.
No, it wouldn't have went that far. And I feel like if it's man, woman, white, black, I still stand on what I feel.
And I
And
respect
we
that.
understand how you feel.
Well, I
And
respect
I
that.
And
I
respect it.
absolutely understand. That's why I said I think he made a mistake. So I absolutely understand where some people are coming
She is
from.
very passionate
No,
about
no, no, Tanya. No,
what she
you
stands
you
for.
doubling back a little bit. I don't like that.
No, how am I doubling back?
Cause you said even if he didn't, even if he wasn't uh nomad or whatever, even if he was
oh,
even if it was a woman, even if it was a different situation, you just said to me a minute ago, you said you still felt the same way.
But I kept saying I think he made a mistake. So
Okay, so
basically
what
saying
was the
that
actual mistake that you
no,
think
I'm
he made?
basically saying that I think he made a mistake. So I'm like agreeing with you guys that I think he made a mistake. That's what
He
I'm
just
saying.
crossed the line
What was
between
his
The
mistake?
mistake
teacher and
was he
student.
made a mistake of letting them kids take his hair down. I mean, I don't know how much more plainer I can be on that. I think he made a mistake, but I don't think he should have been fired and nailed to the cross. That's what I'm saying. Because of what he did. I don't think he was grooming people like some, oh, he was grooming them girls. You know, I don't think it was
Yeah,
nothing.
they was taking it. They was taking it really out there
Yeah. I agree
with
though
those
that he shouldn't
comments.
have done that. Yeah, I agree. He shouldn't have done that. But I also agree that they went too far with the punishment. And
But
they
based
gonna have
off of what, okay, so based off of what Grit shed light on about, this
Him
man has
planning
been
all of
moving
this.
around and things like, does that change your perspective?
no, because Grish is basically saying what I was saying the whole time. I
He's
think that
broke.
he made a mistake. He
He's
made a
broke.
mistake. I think he made a mistake. He shouldn't have had even though he might not have asked them to do it. He did mention, I got an appointment coming up. I got this important meeting. My hairdresser isn't available, and the kids was like, "Oh, we know how to braid hair. We can take braid hair." And he was like, "Okay." And they took his hair down and they redid his hair. And I
And
think
then he
Can,
that's
popped
how he
up on
made
can,
a
social
mistake.
media.
Right, and
can
I think somebody was videotaping that. He
He
wasn't videotaping.
was.
yeah, he
He
It
was.
was. He
was
was sitting at his desk.
That's what I'm saying. He did this
right,
because he
right, and
knew.
somebody was videotaping it. But I'm saying he
No, he
made
was. Not somebody. He
okay. It
was.
don't matter if he did it, a child did it, if God did it. He made a mistake. And that's all I'm trying to say. He made a mistake and
Can I ask a
having
que-
his kids
Can I
braid
ask? Can
his
I ask a
hair.
question? Can I ask a
Okay,
question?
how many points of the mistake do you have to make? Okay, you see the kids coming up to you, taking your braids out. That's one mistake. All right, and then you don't feel nothing else different by turning on a camera.
No,
But can
because
I ask?
That's a second mistake.
hold
And
on,
then the
Chris,
third mistake is trying to fight it.
hold on,
Can I
Grinch.
ask a
What did he
question?
say as far as
Wait a
social
minute,
media? What did
Chris.
he say, Grinch, that he was doing?
They was just stating that he was just sitting there. See the mistake
No,
he
no, no.
made.
What he said was in the video. He said he was going to. He wanted to. He knew that he was going to start some controversy, or he knew he was going to. I can't remember the exact words, but you said it a little earlier in the show that he said.
Viral.
I'm gonna have to look
I
it.
don't
I'll
know.
look it up. But basically, he knew that
Manipulator?
it might. No, it had nothing to do with that. It had.
No.
I don't know. I'm getting a little
Gotta
tired.
say,
Sorry.
let me
But
just say
can
something.
I?
Sorry.
Can I say? Can I say something?
Let me just say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Nope, this is the last thing I'm gonna say.
Y'all, I
I
love this
agree
panel.
that
I
he
love the
made a
panel.
mistake. I agree that he made
How
a mistake.
many?
I'm saying it don't
How
matter
many
how
mistakes he
many
made,
mistakes.
Tanya, though?
It don't matter how many mistakes. If it was the
It
first braid,
matters.
the third braid, the fifth braid, it don't matter how many mistakes he
It
made.
don't matter. Okay.
He made a
Okay,
mistake. He made
listen,
a
listen,
mistake.
listen.
He made
When
a
you
mistake.
have
I
when
agree
you
with
have
that. He made a
when you
mistake.
have a house guest come over, right? Nobody's gonna run and go check the background of the house guest. So you don't know what you bringing into your home. So now if you have somebody that with his track record that's broke, that's running from pillar to post, that's what we call it. Somebody that's moving around like that's pillar to post until somebody kick him out. He don't pay the rent. He goes somewhere
Right.
else. And
Mhm.
they kick him out. He goes somewhere else. So now he come to your house, right? This ain't no apartment because he's been kicked out of apartment. So this is a house now. So now, don't you think he's probably right before you get mad at him? He's gonna do a slip and fall or something so he can sue your insurance. He's gonna
Yeah.
try some
That's what he's doing
hustle.
to the school
That's what he's
system.
doing now. That's what
He's
he's
doing it
Right,
to the
but he's
school
not
he's.
system
grooming
right
the kids.
now.
But
He's
he's
not
a
grooming the
hustler.
kids.
Yeah,
He
he's a
might be going out
hustler.
for insurance policy fraud, but he ain't grooming your kid. That's all
He's a
I'm saying.
hustler.
No, we passed that, Tanya. I keep telling you, we
No, we
passed
ain't
that.
past that. You passed that. I ain't past that because
Oh.
hold on.
Oh, okay.
You keep asking me, what am I trying to say? And I have been saying the same thing since the beginning of
Oh,
the
God.
video. I
Ooh,
think
Tanya,
he was wrong for
please.
what he did, but I don't
Put
think
me
he
out my
was fired
misery,
for being
child.
salacious. See
My
now,
stomach hurts.
you don't want to hear what I'm trying to say.
No, I really am. No,
No,
I
you're not
really.
trying to hear what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I understand that he made a mistake. I said this a million times. He made a mistake, but people are condemning him because they think he was grooming these children, and that's not what it was. That's
Right.
all I've been trying to say.
Right. He's not a groom because he
Y'all
went to
Yeah,
talking about
I
all
arrest.
get.
these things,
Oh,
and then he
sis.
trying
Oh,
to do this,
sis.
do
Sis,
that.
I get that. I get that. I really do. I really do. I
I
get
couldn't
that.
tell.
Yeah,
We got a
I've been past
groomer,
the groom.
but
I've been past the grooming
I
phase.
couldn't tell though. I mean, I really couldn't tell.
But so you couldn't tell that
Still
I
in
was
the area
saying
of,
that the man was very inappropriate and he is way out of line
but y'all were talking about inappropriate and way out of line as far as what it has to
and
do with,
manipulative.
like, to
Yeah, you
children
definitely
to
manipulate
like
the situation.
that. Never mind. Forget it.
Listen, let me say this. Hood table is right, and is it
Connie.
Sander?
Connie.
Connie.
Sadate.
Sanity.
Oh,
Sanity is
Sonata.
right. And
Sadate.
Sadate is correct, as
Mm.
well as with their feelings, because it's inappropriate of the way that he sat there and allowed this to happen. But he's also the victim when it comes to the school board saying he to fire him. They might
Yeah.
retract it and put him in on desk duty now, but the thing is, the damage is already done. So he's going to get paid. Let's just say what it is, because the board of ed is going to settle. They're not going to take this to court because they made a mistake, and then he's going to be on every talk show that you can name,
He about to get
and
paid.
write a book. Yeah, and
Listen,
write a book and the whole thing.
All
yep.
right. I'd like to bring up a point that
Go ahead, community T. Thank you for
good
jumping up.
morning, family. Good morning. Because like I said, I was in the classroom and for all the people who had a real problem with this, he brought up a very good point. This is only a controversy because this is a man and those were girls. And let me tell you why. Because my kid and my nieces, she actually ran track for OSU, select volleyball. I can't tell you how many times she braided her coach's hair. And those coaches all had blonde hair. I cannot tell you how many times they braided each other's hair on the way to a tournament. In between, you're at this gym, you're at these places. You get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna have games till 8 o'clock at that night. If they go somewhere and coach needs her hair braided, and the girls decide to sit there and rebraid coach's hair, nobody says a word. And so, one of the things that Informant Sugar did bring up is that part of the controversy that we're having here is about the dynamic between male and female relationships. And a lot of what you are hearing from people is their personal lived experiences coming into the conversations and also possibly their obsession with true crime, too. But most of it's your lived experience. We fight this real hard in the schools, but where we really scared to fight it at is at the Thanksgiving dinner table in our sanctuaries. And because we feel less powerful in those spaces, in a school as a parent, you know that you are in far more control than you are if it's Uncle Bubba and you're going to set your whole family on fire, or if it's Pastor so and so and you're going to bring down everybody that you know that's your support system. That's how you live in your communities. And for a lot of these communities, we're not talking about Philly, Chicago, Houston. We're talking about East Bubba Fuck Iowa or teeny tiny so and so Alabama. You destroy that community, you destroy that church, you destroy your Thanksgiving dinner table, you are a lone AF. But I can guarantee you this controversy is 100% about the fact that it was girls braiding these young men's hair.
No, not 100. You can't say 100%. It's never 100%. It's going to always be a tippy toddle type situation, right? You can never say
What?
100%. It's not 100% that it was just because it was a man and it was girls. If it was a woman, like I told Tanya earlier, a woman, a woman had touched my hair on photo day, school shot day.
But
My mama came to that school the next day and said, "Why you touch my daughter hair?"
But that's your mama. It's a lot of teachers that have done.
So it's not
A
100%
lot of
then.
female, but
Cause
it's a
she's
lot of
okay. So
female
then make her 1%. My
Okay,
mama
so
was
1%.
1%. So
But
it's
it's
not
a lot of
100%.
teachers. But it's a lot of female teachers that have touched their children's hair when their hair was just all
Yeah,
over.
we saying a
It
lot of,
was,
and then
it
she's
was
saying
so
100%. Like that's not what we talking
okay.
about.
So
Like it's
maybe. maybe I'm gonna do sassy. Let's not play semantics. Okay, maybe it wasn't 100%, but I am like over 40 years old. I don't know how many times I've seen a teacher put a bobo in somebody's hair, a barrette in somebody's hair, fix somebody's bangs. I mean, over the years in school. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but how many times have you seen a student fixing the teacher hair? That's what we talking about, right?
And that's
But
why
it ain't that what just
common in sports. That's incredibly common. Like
that's
I'm
a community team.
In sports, I'm talking about in a classroom setting.
The sports in the classroom is the same thing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not the same. Listen. You're still trying to make it okay. It's not okay. Okay.
It's getting our hair braided 7 period in the gym by the
It's
kids.
still
Like that's happening for the last 40 years. Like, bro, we was doing it.
And who is making that okay?
I'm just saying it's a cultural thing.
Who is making it okay? I'm saying it's not okay. That's what I'm saying. It's not okay for the teacher to be touching kids, for kids to be touching teacher hair. Period. That's what I'm saying.
For you.
For you.
For me.
Again, a difference of opinion. We can all agree to disagree. I don't think it's necessarily wrong for a child on picture day to even if it ain't picture day. I mean, I'd have been in school with some kids that had the nappiest hair, ain't had a lick of grease in their hair in 5 years, just looking fucked up, and all the kids teasing them about their goddamn hair, and a teacher will go and braid their hair and make them look beautiful to make them feel good. Ain't nobody will say nothing about that.
I never said that it was nothing wrong about doing, but I'm saying if there is a parent who comes in the midst of that and says, "Don't touch my child hair,"
yeah, that's a whole different.
Then that's the situation.
We talking about parents that actually have something to say about it. But in this situation, in a lot of situations, I'm telling you, a lot of parents don't give a fuck.
And on pep rally
day, they ain't doing their hair, and if they don't know how to do their hair,
I wasn't raised in that setting, so I'm going to just shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna just say like this. Let me just say from a personal perspective. I don't know how to do hair. I can curl, bump, flat iron. That's it. My oldest son and my grandbaby, they have hair down to their kneecaps. Okay. Corio could tell you, my grandbaby, the same hair he got, my son had. I didn't know how to do his hair. People were volunteering, teachers, daycares. He would come home with looking like Snoop Dogg with braids, just all kinds of I ain't never gave a fuck. Who the fuck cares? If you braid my son's hair, braid the hair, make it look good. I don't give a fuck. I ended up cutting his hair because I couldn't do his hair anymore.
I understand what you're saying.
It's like nobody been to a high school. Have you ever been to a high school on pep rally day when we putting on
everybody braiding everybody's hair?
We're adding different colors to your hair. The girls coming out their bags with their purple.
Pep rally day, I always did my own shit.
That's your house. I am telling you, the culture across that.
But I also seen other girls getting themselves together, getting each other together and stuff like that. So I understand what you're saying. I understand you talking about kids doing that with other kids. But I'm talking about kids doing that with a teacher. We're moving the goalpost at this point.
People come out with purple and green hair and face paint and all that stuff, looking just like they cheerleader or just like they Alabama. I promise, I've seen.
We're talking about a specific teacher who was sitting at his desk, and the kids was taking his braids out.
No, right. That's what Community T is saying. Like, I don't know about you, but it happens both ways. Kids get their hair done by teachers. Teachers sometimes get their hair played with by children. It's like some heinous thing.
Contracting with kids. Yeah, we're not contracting beauty services, but if it's pep rally day and we all doing purple hair and somebody
we're not talking about pep rally day. We talking about a specific situation. Don't move it along to pep rally, because that's not what we talk. We talking about one specific thing.
We're playing the heads of adults. And
Okay, so
that's
basically
high
what
school
we're saying,
children played in the head of that adult. Like I said, nobody has ever said shit to the volleyball coach when she come out at 7th period to the gym and she look like whatever the hell them children have done to her head.
right?
Nobody
So
said shit.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's
I think
messed up
what
because I never
basically
had to go through that.
Sadate is basically saying is it's wrong for a parent or not a parent but a teacher to play in a child's hair because it means what? That's what I want to know.
Where I come from, right?
Because it means what? Where you come from?
Where I come from, right? This is just where I come from, and I understand where you coming from. I understand that you said you didn't know how to do the hair. So when your sons had long hair and stuff like that,
No, I'm just saying where when you come from,
where
where you were
I
raised,
come
what does it
from
mean for a teacher to do a child's hair? What does that mean to you?
is disrespect
Okay,
because all the mamas where we come from, they do their kids' hair and they send them to school. Greasy face,
okay.
because what we say, a well-oiled child is a well-loved child.
So you ain't
They
never seen
send their
a child
kids
at
off.
school who had a nappy ass fucking head
And
and
we have had listen, I'm not saying not every child. I'm saying there has been some children that have been falling by the wayside and they didn't have the proper care and stuff like that. And
a teacher did something to their
and
hair?
huh?
And a teacher did something to their hair?
They did something to my hair. You heard what I
Okay,
said?
okay. Then I rest my whole fucking case. That's it. That's
It
all.
was inappropriate. That's why my mama came back to them
But
and
I
told
don't,
them, why the
I
fuck
don't
did
see
you touch
what's
my
so
daughter's
inappropriate
hair?
about it. But I don't see what's so inappropriate about it. And that's the big thing here. Is a lot
What?
of people think it's inappropriate, but we didn't have this shit done. This is
Yeah.
like shit that been done for years. I mean, we talk about a village, right? Back in the day, a village. Okay, who cares who did your hair? If it
That's
was
what
a
that was
teacher, if it
my
was a
point.
neighbor, if it was somebody at the grocery store, it don't matter who did your hair back then. But now it's a salacious thing. Oh, he must have wanted to get in their panties.
That's not how I was raised, Tanya. That's not how I was raised. I wasn't raised like that.
But
My
many people,
mama kept my mama did my hair every single day.
And my mama kept my hair did every single day.
Every single day.
But some
And
people,
so I just don't know. I don't know that. I just don't know that. I was the only girl. So she always played in my hair. She always, did my hair and stuff like that. So when the teacher moved my bow around and moved my hair around and picture day and
that
they
was you,
took the picture, she
child.
was pissed off.
But
She was
that was
like,
you,
I
child.
sent you off the school looking one type of way, and now the picture done been taken, and now you looking at oh no, I got to go back to
And
the
see, that's
schoolhouse.
you. That's you. That's your personal experience. But
Yeah,
my personal experience growing up in school, I done seen a lot of kids who hair was not taken care of. And it don't necessarily mean that their parents
and
were
that's
getting
what I'm saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying because there were some kids. It wasn't like everybody wasn't the majority in my school. The majority because everybody it's a small town. You
but
know what I'm
then in
saying?
my high school,
Very
like
small town.
Community T has said, in my high school, I played volleyball, I played basketball, and it was nothing for us to play in the coach's hair. It was nothing for it. I just don't see what's wrong. I think it
No,
was blown
it's
out of
not.
proportion, and that's
Okay.
exactly why this guy is about to get paid because it was blown out of proportion. Because kids have been playing in teachers' hair. It's not salacious. Now I can see if a child, oh, I want you to come to my house and do my hair. But you sitting
I
in
see
front of
what you're
20,
saying.
30 kids, you sitting in front of 20, 30 kids in a classroom, and you sitting there doing, you literally see him typing on the computer, handling business while they doing his hair. Like,
bro, I've seen it in theater. Like I'm telling you, like I can't tell you the number of times that I've seen. And it's not like I said, as an educator, you have 1,000 things to do. And if you're doing extracurricular and it's all kind of stuff, and you got theater and y'all have been there every night, and you supposed to have purple hair because you was gonna come out looking like such and such, and you didn't have time to do that. And while y'all getting prepped in between the time school let out and the time that show started, them children have to put spray paint with it. Like it's not I think what happened somewhere along the way, the word grooming became along the list with words like CR,
Yeah, they messed that up.
or the idea. Like we take a word and we we exploded and we exploited. And I think that's what really happened. Where grooming usually takes place is in spaces, no offense, where it's way more
Close to home.
yeah, like it really is. And so, especially, and this is why you're having a real problem in schools right now. So many of the vets that should have been there in our 30s and our 40s are all out here working down at these finance companies. I know people who are working in healthcare doing all kind of random stuff when they really should be in the classroom helping our new teachers not do, because we as a veteran teacher would have walked by that room, maybe go and pee and looked in there and said, boy, if you don't get them damn kids out your head and get the hell back to work and stuff, let them TikTok in the back of the room. And that would have cut all that out. That would have saved you.
And that would have been it.
That would have been it, but we're not there. And so when we destroyed, whether it was the state legislation, whether it was, the fact that our kids don't go outside and play no more. Think about how
yeah, they don't go outside and play no more.
Because
my son is in high school and they don't go outside and play no more. So when they go into class, they don't even have their cell phones. They put their cell phones in a cubby.
Yeah, it's like a little block boxing thing. Yeah.
Yep. A little lock box, and they keep it there, and I can't even get in touch with him most of the time of the day.
And I don't like that. I never like that.
And so that really is something that we've done, where you brought it back to, we have destroyed the community aspect of it. You're right. If that lady did that to your hair when your mom is a mom that clearly shows care, that's an adult overstepping their boundaries.
Oh, she was mean. Miss Clark. Oh, she was mean. She was a mean old bat. She didn't, and she was a teacher for my child. I was her student, and then my child became her student.
You're gonna die there. That was
oh man, he couldn't stand her. She couldn't stand him either.
Yeah, we have a few of them. But that
nasty old bitch.
That reminds me of a lady named LP, and I'm gonna just call her initials in case she might be somewhere down to the end there. But anyway, we have them too. But in areas where you see kids are lacking in care, then it is the job of the village. It is the job of not the church lady. It is the job of the neighbor man. Once upon a time, if you knew that there was a mom on the street that had 5 kids and so at the end of the street braided hair, we all had our beads, even though that mom couldn't pay, or even though that mom had to pay that girl once every 2 weeks when she got paid to all, them kids' hair was all done that day. And they was going to be outside with their jellies and their beads knocking all summer long, and mama in the community would figure it out. And we have really lost what we call now in the vernacular third spaces, but we've lost places where people touch grass together. And that's what happens without that real interaction. You don't really know people. Think about even the way we build our houses. Like I live in Dallas, Houston. Your garage now faces a alley where they pick up your trash. How the hell do you get to those neighbors? Because most of us drive to and from work. And so if your garage is on the back side, you're not going to talk to anybody. Versus being all on the front side of your house.
They don't want y'all to communicate.
Thank you. So some of our peer paranoia, in addition to our media consumption, also comes from, some people that got some bad intentions about some bad intentions that have always had some bad intentions around here about being bad intended. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be messing with the Hood Table platform, but I'm just saying, because the people's listening sometimes. But it really is, some of these things are structurally designed to make people not come in. When the last time you went to a block party? But you remember as a kid, especially if you're over the age of 35, that whether it was the church throwing them with the cool cups and the popcorn machine.
Okay.
And that was when we had jump house. So you had
the last time you seen a doggone ice cream truck in your neighborhood. Okay, somebody come on, holler at me. Somebody holler at me.
When is the last time kids ran up and down in the street in their swimsuits, going from house to house, sprinkler to sprinkler, hose to hose, and nobody worried about a white?
We didn't.
Or the hydrant parties. We were the hydrant parties.
We had acres. So.
We had the fire department turn on the hydrants in every neighborhood.
That's the city experience. The country experience was what my grandmother lived on the street. So we knew everybody. So we could literally start at one end of the street and go like 3 blocks, and it was like a dead end. And we it was like a motorcycle gang.
Literally, it take a whole mile to get down to the first house.
Yes. So we were a whole gang at 8. So without and you knew everybody on the street. So if you didn't see them at so-and-so house, you just picked up your landline, called the person at the
playing baseball, softball.
Is the kids across?
Oh my God! Knock my mama window out. Just like little stuff like that. They don't know about that. But what I'm saying is, let's get back to the point.
Fred, yeah, that's
This
one
man had
my
these
Creole cousin.
children taking his braids out. Come on, somebody.
Now, do I think it was professional? No, in 18 years.
In the class, we ain't talking about a pet rally.
Yeah, and
We
I
ain't talking about a situation where
with a certain
it would be okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like it gotta be situations where it's okay. It's not okay. It's just not okay.
and usually those are very specific situations because normally we have shit to
We
do.
being very specific about him.
And so
So
what
let
But
me
you didn't
just ask
understand
this
what
real
Gris
quick.
said just a minute ago
Let me
about
just
his
say this.
record.
Can I
now
just ask
you
this
understand he
question?
got some other problematic things, but if you are looking purely at that snapshot in time, let's say he's sitting there typing, filling out a bunch of paperwork or whatever the case may be. Filling out end of the year paperwork or writing his part or whatever report he got,
Mm-hmm.
and he got to
Mm-hmm.
do that for like 30, 40 minutes. The kids are taking all their finals. They ain't doing nothing but watching TikToks. They done turned in their devices already. We are counting stuff up. We are putting holes on report cards at this point. Like in Texas, kids graduate today, but school don't end for like maybe another 4 or 5 days.
And then at that time you think it's okay for your kids because they ain't got nothing else to do for them to take out your braids.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Okay, so the teacher obviously has the kids take out his hair. They offered and he allowed them. So are you saying if that
Are
was
you saying? Oh no, you're saying that. I didn't know that part of the story.
yeah, I've been saying that all this time. He never
So the
asked.
kids were like, "Okay, Mister So and So, Mister
No, what I
Clark."
said. Let me repeat what I said before. I said the guy, the teacher, he had an interview coming up, and his braider was unavailable. He
No, I'm
just
saying that the kids was asking, "Oh, Mister So and So, can I take your braids out?"
no. I'm trying to explain, girl.
Now
Lord,
I don't care about the scenario because
no,
okay,
I'm
yeah,
trying
he
to
had an
explain it
interview,
though.
he
But
had a whatever he had going on. What did the kids have to do with it?
I'm trying to explain it, and I already explained it before, but I'm trying to do it again. Okay, so the teacher was in class doing teacher shit, talking to the kids, whatever. And the teacher brought up how he's gonna get his hair did, and he got an interview, just talking to the kids. And then he was like, "But my braider can't get my hair done, so I gotta wait to get my hair done." It was girls in the class who said, "Oh, I can do hair. I know how to braid hair."
Fast.
And he was like, "Oh, really?" And like I said, for the
Don't do the babies like that. They not fast. Don't do them babies like that.
I think that was a bad mistake. I said that again. That was a bad mistake. They offered to take his hair down, and he sat down while he was doing his schoolwork, his work.
Why is he talking
Typing
to
at
the
the
kids about what he doing outside of
computer.
school anyway? Like
And
that don't even make sense.
so teachers don't never talk to their kids about shit that ain't got to do with
My
nothing.
teachers never did.
But that's your teacher.
Oh my God.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I done had teachers talk about all kind of shit outside of school.
And I just,
Mm-mm.
They mama, they kids, they
when
other jobs, they
I
No,
house.
they
They,
I
no. Wait
just
a minute.
want to
No, wait
say
a minute.
good
Wait a minute.
night.
Wait a minute. They
I
might
want to say
talk
good
about
night.
it. They
I'm
might
getting
talk
ready
about
to
it, but not
leave.
in the sense of
Y'all have a wonderful night.
where
Good
somebody
morning on
else might
that.
be prompted to do
Good
something for
night.
them.
I'll
but
see
I
Not
don't
you
where
think
a
he
student
later.
was.
might be prompted to do
I don't
something
think.
for them. Not in that type of way.
But
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
might
that
talk
he
about. Yeah, they'll talk about their
solicited.
kids. They'll talk about their mom.
Bye,
They'll,
Trish.
but
All right,
not in that sense.
love you, Corio. Love you,
Love
Corio.
you too. Y'all
I
Love
don't.
have,
you, Corio.
bye bye, y'all. Take
Bye
Yeah, I
care.
don't
bye.
think he was necessarily
Bye, soul
soliciting.
sister. Bye, community. Um,
Good night, Mama.
I think I said that right.
And
Okay.
Connie.
And I said, didn't I?
And Shina Tay
I
and
was getting ready.
Grish.
Well, I like Sonic because I love that movie.
I
But
like
go
Shina
ahead.
Tay.
Yes, I
Go
love
ahead.
that movie.
I love y'all in Christ. And y'all have a good
Thank you.
morning. Bye bye.
Love you too.
Okay.
We got to
Love
wrap it
you,
up quick because we've
L'Oreal.
been on
All
here a long
right.
time. But I don't think he was necessarily soliciting. But I wasn't there. I'm just going by the story and going by some of the students what they had to say and woo woo woo. But it happened. They took his hair down, and he was doing work while they was taking his hair down, and I don't think it was. I think people's putting 20 on top of 10, and like Gris said, that's why he about to get paid. Because I don't think that he did anything wrong. A lot of teachers have had their hair done and messed with over the years by students, whether it was a ponytail, putting some colors in their hair for a game or for a pep rally or whatever. If it wasn't a guy, if it was a female, this would not be an issue at all. It wouldn't be an issue at all. If some girls would be braiding their teacher's hair, it would not be an issue at all. And that's all
You
I'm saying.
think that?
I don't think he did anything wrong. Like people are, but people see this is the thing. So to say, a lot of people are saying that he was doing something wrong, like something really grimy with these females. That's
Yeah, no.
what I'm trying to say, and that's all I've been trying to say. I don't think he was doing
Yeah,
something.
they can't prove that. They can't prove that. No.
Yeah, but bad decision. It was a bad decision.
Oh yeah, he fucked up. That was dumb as fuck. Well, not only was it dumb to let the kids do the hell, but it was also dumb as hell to broadcast it. Like, God,
Exactly.
Yeah, that was PowerPoint.
Yeah,
Community.
and he put it on TikTok.
Yeah, he put it out there.
Damn it!
But the video did go viral, though, right?
It got like 7 million.
He got viral. He almost reached the Risa Tisa first episode.
Yes, it got like 7 million
Pizza numbers. After I did Risa taste a big bag.
I'm like, damn, is this what I do?
Hey, listen.
Job accomplished, man.
Risa Tisa.
I'm still trying to get 1,000 followers on TikTok. Maybe this
Hey,
one.
listen, I don't even go over there no more. So I go over there sometime, man. I hate
Let
social
me bring
media.
somebody kid here. Let me find me a kid.
Wait a minute.
So I
Wait a
can
minute.
get lit on TikTok.
Not to exploit.
But I do agree with you. Like it probably was a new wave hustle that he was already in the mix through, but he didn't expect it to go like this well. I think that was.
I
like,
don't think he knew. I don't think he
Or
knew.
this bad.
or bad, however you want to look at it. But in his case, he's well on his way to probably a 40, 50, maybe $100,000 check. He might not be so mad at this little time off.
He better start his own
Yeah,
school. He better start a hair braid business.
he should be like, let me see, from now, this time next year, he should be a millionaire from the interviews, the book deals, and all that other stuff.
Oh gosh, Chris, don't talk about no book deals. Oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up in my mouth.
Because I got to make sure with social to get that number that he's solid financially. So when social to get his number, can I get him a hair care line, y'all? Can we get him?
Yeah.
Andre over hairstylist, and
We better partner with Kenya Moore, Tracy Ellis Ross, or somebody.
because even is down bad.
He's also going to get a lot of hair salons asking him to come in and
This
so they
is
can do his hair.
disgusting. Y'all are sick.
No, seriously though, this man is getting a lot of hype from this shit. And what's up, Fran and Ronnie Q and why not? What's up? How you doing? But he is getting a lot of hype from this shit.
Hey, them Asian brands down bad right now. He can slide right on in there, bro. This your opportunity, man.
Thank you, Ronnie. She said no unions. Thank you, Thank you, Ronnie. Because I know I was telling y'all some facts earlier.
In South Carolina and Texas.
Yeah, there are reasons why I don't move to the South.
I just hate everything he did what he did. But it's a lesson. This is a lesson for him and other teachers. I will have to say that. In the future, things ain't like they used to be. And every day it could be like, oh, I even had a conversation with my supervisor today. I got in trouble for doing some shit, not bad trouble, but I was like, but shit, they just told us like 2 weeks ago. Well, we got an email. Like, come on, goddamn. Like,
girl, I hate that. I hate that. I get that every so often.
Right.
And they be like, oh, you didn't catch the email. No, I be deleting my emails when I get into work.
1,000 emails a day, and half the time you have anything to do with you, Connie.
Have nothing to do with me. I'll be thinking they don't have nothing to do with me, and then all of a sudden they go, you missed the email. Go into your deleted files.
I'll be seeing all these goddamn emails.
Nigga, what?
To do with me, and I'll be like, delete.
Yes, shift.
But yeah,
shift, tap that one, delete.
Things in
Better
2024.
watch them emails, man. You never know when it says in 6 weeks we're gonna close our company.
No, no,
You
no.
know what, soul sister?
Better read those emails, man.
I might need to look a little bit deeper now. I ain't gonna
Yeah, I'm
lie.
telling you.
No,
They
Sometimes
might be
there's
giving me.
information in there you need.
let me tell you something, so sister. One time I was at this job and I was there for 3 years, right? And it was my favorite job ever. Even now, years later, that was my favorite job. And we kept hearing rumors that they would shut down. But every time we took it to the supervisor, they're like, "Oh, that's just rumors. Don't be gossiping. Quit gossiping. Whatever, whatever." And then one day out the blue, they called us all to the front office. Like it was like probably 75, 80 of us, and they was like, "Today is our last day. You can sign over here to get your pay." No, for
No.
real. They said go over to this side and get your last paycheck, and go over to this side if you want to sue somebody.
Uh-uh.
That's
Wow.
And
why.
yeah, it was like literally like, and even our supervisor, our cool ass supervisor, was even lying to us. I don't know what y'all talking about. That's just gossip and rumors. They fired everybody on the same day, but fortunately, we all got like a what do you call it? A severance package.
Oh,
Severance?
severance
Yeah, good
package.
severance
Right. So we
Yeah.
pay.
got paid for like 4 months our regular pay, but still, like we had kept hearing we was gonna get fired. Not fired, but they was shutting down, and they kept lying to us, make
Mm.
us keep working and not leave. But yeah, they popped it on us one day at like 9 a.m. on payday. Today's the last day. Goodbye.
My job
Mm.
gave us a employee's handbook, right? That it's mandatory to read. I only picked it up to find out what I can get fired on and how much
Yeah.
money I'm supposed to get paid. So every time I had to ask a question about money, they would say, "It's in your book." I'm like, "I'm not reading the book. Just tell me, what about my money?"
I know
Yeah.
that's right. That's what I was talking about. I had just had a baby. That was my first baby, and he was like a few months old. And I've been there 3 years, and I'm just walked to work and not walked to work, but went to work, and I'm fired. And I've been asking y'all for weeks. Are we about to close down? Child, I took my little 4 month severance package, and but still, that was fucked up what they did to us. But yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not cool.
But anyway, child, we is at almost 6 hours. I did not mean to go this long. I did not mean to go this long, but we had some very interesting conversations as we do on the Friday Night Live, from the hood to the White House and even the B sector. We did discuss all type of shit. Anybody got some last minute words before we wrap it up?
I had a very good time here.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
this is cool.
Tanya, for allowing a safe space for us all. And
Yeah.
I will speak for us all.
Thank
For
you.
us all to, be able to voice our opinion. And sometimes we don't get along in our opinion, but
I still
I
love you.
still, I still love you, and you know what? And I still respect you up to the utmost
Same here. You are
extent.
so beautiful. I love you.
Much love to everybody.
And
And former sugar, where were you when I was trying to get married and engaged? Boy, you could have
Oh,
saved
and
I
former
don't
sugar
know.
girls, you when I was stalking somebody.
me.
That's what I want to know. Shit.
And I swear you could have saved me so much time and money, fam. Like
Well, I think they
I might
have
be
all of
going
these
through it right now.
love connections. I think I'm gonna start a service.
Like you love me to start saying, I love you too, table. You got been here. Like she know I started my journey when I lost my grandmother in February. So while she was in hospice and stuff,
Oh,
transition. So she has been there for me through like some of these real dark days over these past few months. So I love her, and there's nothing she could do about it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And I totally support her.
it's
Y'all
so
need to
nice
check for her
meeting you.
channel. Some people look at me as
what's
a
your
bigger
channel name?
because of my numbers, but I'm really a smaller YouTuber because I don't get all the numbers that a lot of people get. But I definitely understand where she's coming from when she says the hood table supports me. I'm smaller than her. The numbers of the subscribers don't really mean shit when some people have less subscribers to me and they get way more views. But I'm still a small YouTuber.
Yeah,
I
it
support.
really doesn't mean anything
You know what I'm
because I
saying? Right.
went live. I went the last 3 times I went live. Nobody showed up,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I was there. And I
I,
I'm
said, you know
sorry,
what?
sweetheart.
I'm gonna
Put your
switch from the
title name
live.
in the chat for me. so I can subscribe and show up. Please do.
Yes, I always try to
I'll be
share.
cutting
Like, if
up,
I see
girl.
somebody go live, and if I see somebody go live and I'm there to support your live, I always try to share the video. That is so important for smaller YouTubers to share. We see these people with 6, 7, 800, 1,000 people in their chat. Why? Because people are sharing their lives. So it's really important that we share,
And you have to,
subscribe,
you
and
also
share.
have to tag people. So when you're going live, or you're about to go live, tag me on my channel name and let me know when, so I can be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Sound
I
good.
will do that,
My
and
channel name is my name.
please drop communities your name, community and culture.
It's
Yeah,
called,
I dropped the tag in the chat.
hold on, where's she at? Hold on, let me
Okay,
see.
hold on.
Did she
We're
put it
gonna
in the
have to
back
put
chat?
her on the front page.
Hold on, I'm trying to go to YouTube so
Okay,
I
I
can put it.
see her. I see her. Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on, I got it. Hold
And
on
look,
one second.
I'm supposed to be up getting ready to bake. That's really what I'm supposed to be over here doing. But when I
Are you a
What you
baker too,
baking?
girl? Are you a baker like me, like a cake decorator or something?
we do like I tell people, I cannot turn your cake into a cootie, but I can definitely make you the best Italian cream German
Hey,
strawberry that you done probably had in a long, long time since you sat down at your grandma's table and your feet were swinging on the chair.
I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. And I just put her link in the chat, y'all, for everybody. Just put her link in the chat.
Yeah, we do like cobblers. Bread pudding is our number one. Girl, it tastes
I
I
better.
was
love
gonna
bread
say where did it
pudding.
say that tape went?
I love bread pudding and cobblers. Oh my God. There's Sada.
I'm
She's
making
right
like
there.
giant pans of peach cobbler today. My cousin and having a family use. I got to go drop off a couple of peach cobblers and a pan of banana pudding today. So I'm really supposed to be. I had to come through and holler at my family always. Love you so much.
Oh my gosh! I love me some peach cobbler right now, girl.
And I put community tea and cultures. She just dropped off, but I did put her link in the chat. She has some really good shows, you guys, really do. So I definitely support her, and I'll be in her lives, and I'll be sharing her shit. But and she does the same with me. So yeah, please check her out. But I am not like a cake specialist. I am a cake decorator, a cake artist.
Yes, you are.
I can make cakes and flavors and all that shit, but my specialty is decorating the cake. So if anybody who can make a cake or make that shit make you want to slap your mama, hats off to all them because it's hard to make people enjoy what you do.
Yeah, and to
Shit.
do both. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
You are great. I seen your I think it said, "Oh shit, you're something else."
Oh, that one. What I just put it on my platform the other day. Said
Yeah, I saw that one.
you're older. That is like the third order I have for that shit I did one like 2 months ago, and that's why somebody hit me up.
I was
But
like, now she got the shit emoji over here.
because it's like I don't know. It's the theme. Like it's the theme. Like look it up. I swear to God, look it up.
It was
But
so
some lady,
cute. Yeah, I love it.
a matter of fact, some lady. Oh my God, rest in peace. But the first cake I did. It was an older lady, and her mother was like almost 90, and she wanted me to do that cake for her mother. And so I did the cake. That was like maybe 4 months ago. And then like a couple of days ago, the lady who asked me to make the cake, she passed away, and her mother's still. So I was like, that hit really hard because I've been knowing that lady. She's been supporting my cake business for years. And she had me do that cake for her mother, and then I found out she passed a few days ago. But then somebody else, they got a husband, and actually that was my cousin. The last cake I made, her husband, she said, "Cousin, could you do that cake for me because it's funny, and I think my husband would get a kick out of it because he's a jokester." So I was like, okay. So I made it for her husband, and he absolutely loved it. So yeah. But yeah, if you got an older person in your life, yeah, that'd be fun to make.
Do you ship your cake?
I do not ship. Nope.
Oh, then I can't get it, huh?
I'm sorry. I don't.
No, we can't get it. So
I only do locally with
Not fair. Huh?
I don't ship. I have an issue with shipping where I know some people are like, well, a lot of people ship. I have a big issue with shipping because I know a lot of other cake decorators who have had shit shipped before, and you might send it a certain way, and by the time they get it from FedEx or UPS or whoever the fuck delivering that shit, it might not be the same way it was when it left your house. So,
That makes sense.
and then what do you got to do? You have to refund that person. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to overnight it
Yeah,
in
I
that
don't,
type of situation.
yeah. So I don't even get into that.
Mm.
But uh,
Well, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead on because I'm about to watch this Godzilla versus Kong
oh my God, where are you? What network are you watching that on?
on demand.
On demand on cable? Okay, I didn't even know it was on.
Yeah, I rented it, so I gotta go ahead and watch it because you know
Okay,
I only got 48 hours.
okay, I heard it.
48 hours
I
to finish it
I
off.
watch it on the hookup channel. You know what I'm saying? The
Was it
hookup.
Yeah,
good?
hook up. Look, wait a minute, Grish. Now, wait a
Was it
minute.
really good, so Grish?
Okay,
It
it's the
was
hookup.
the first part I seen. It was really good.
So Grish watched it on the bootleg.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said the hookup.
You
You
said hook
said
up.
the bootleg. No,
Grish,
okay.
go ahead and put it in the back check. Play with us.
Oh God.
It
I'm just
was good.
saying.
You saw it though.
I gotta
Let me
see
see
it.
if I
I
can
gotta see it because
go.
Godzilla
I like all
versus
the Planet of
Kong.
the Apes and I like all the Gazette. I like all of
Oh
it.
yeah, I can't wait for Planet of the Apes to come on streaming service. I don't know
I
which
love
one
all
is gonna come on, but I'm not going to the movie theater because
Did you see the?
me and
Did
my
you see
kids
how
get
it all
too sick.
started? Did you
Hmm?
see how the Planet of the Apes all started from the very beginning?
yes,
Yeah. Oh
way back
yes.
in
Oh
the
yes. From the
Yeah,
very, 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 very
the black
beginning.
and
exactly.
white, the black and white.
Yes.
With Charlton Heston in
We
it.
used to watch those.
Well, let me tell y'all what
No,
movie not.
I'm talking about the movie with Charlton Heston. How it all started. I
Which
think it's way back in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
yeah,
black
that's
and
what we're
white,
talking
the black
about.
and white. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Hmm.
cool.
Well, let me tell y'all what movie not to watch. Okay, there's a movie called Another Church Movie or Not Another Church Movie. Do not, do not. Wait till it's free. Wait till it's negative free before you watch it. Okay,
What's wrong? It's on Tubi.
it's at the movies.
And
What?
it's called what?
It's one of those you know one of those movies like the Wayans brothers who make fun of other movies
Oh, like a parody.
like a parody, but they're making fun of all of Tyler Perry's movies.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, what's it
wow.
When I
called?
say
I want to
it is
look at it.
I'm telling you, don't pay for it. I'm trying to tell you. Wait till
What
you.
streaming service is on?
It's not. It just came out at the movies. But I'm saying,
At
don't.
the movie theater? They put it
Yes,
at the
look it
movie
up.
theater. Oh my gosh.
It's called Not Another Church Movie. It's still at the movie theater. And
And you went to go see it.
people was
Tanya,
walking. When I say
shame
people
on
was
you.
walking out the movie, and I love
Shame on you.
I support black movies. I support black producers. I'm telling you. But people were walking out that movie left and right, and me and my
Okay.
homegirl was sitting there like, why the fuck are we still here?
Oh,
They're like, why the fuck are we still here? My homegirl fell asleep. Like, it was horrible.
I'm bad at that. I fall asleep at the movie theater in a minute. That's the best
I'm
sleep.
gonna pull that
Okay, it
clip
be
up.
dark.
Check it out. When y'all get a
Listen, I
chance,
be
go check
falling
it out.
asleep.
I'm just saying, don't pay.
Okay, so I got a TV show recommendation for y'all if
Okay.
y'all have Hulu.
I'm just saying, don't go to
It's
the movie.
called Under the Bridge.
Oh, that was good.
You saw the rest of it?
Yes, that
You
was
saw
good.
the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
And that one, and what's the other one?
Okay,
Lady
ladies,
Reindeer, the reindeer.
ladies.
Reindeer.
Oh, the rain was that good on
Big
Netflix?
Big
It's
reindeer.
on.
Sorry,
I can only
Chris.
leave it up for so long.
Okay, Chris.
Check your community wall. The first comment, and it's
Okay.
only going to be up for 5 minutes.
Oh damn.
Okay, who okay.
Your community wall first
Okay.
post. The first
Okay.
comment. It
Okay.
would
First
lead you right to where 5 minutes.
Okay, hold on, because my comments I have to go and approve them. I have it
If
set up.
anybody want to see, it's the first comment on your community wall.
You just did it like 49 seconds ago.
It's a second ago.
Hold on, Grace. Hold on.
It's gotta go.
Grace,
Rich, can you do mine?
It's anybody can see it. It's right there.
I know it. Hold
On,
on.
Yeah,
on
but
the
I can't
community.
get to her community wall right now.
Oh, okay. Well, just
Okay, I
Can
got
you
it,
do it
Grace.
on my
and
community
if you hit
wall?
it, it'll take
Oh
you to the.
shit! Okay, Grace, I got it.
There you go. Okay,
I'll
I'm about
share
to
it with you
take it
guys.
down.
Take it down,
Okay, I'm
Grace. I'll
I'm gonna
share it.
take
Take
it
it
down.
down. I'll share it. Take it down, Grace.
Oh,
All
thanks.
right, there you go.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right, boo. I got it. I just saved it and everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna holler at y'all. It's been real. I love your platform,
Yes.
and ladies,
I
you've been
love you too,
wonderful.
Grace, more than you
Okay,
know.
Love you too, Chris.
bye.
Have
Thank
a
you
nice
so
day,
much.
Gray.
Even though they don't like to hear what we got to say.
Yes, we do,
Yes,
Grace.
we do.
No, y'all was against me tonight, but I'm okay with
We
look,
love
No,
you,
look,
we
honey.
look.
not.
I'm being facetious, as Timothy
I
Blaine would say.
know. I
I'm
know.
being facetious.
You know you love. You know what? When you jumped on my
But I actually love the banter. I actually love to hear a different perspective, and I love to be heard from my perspective. So
I love
it
your
goes
passion.
hand in hand. And
that's why
so,
Friday
sister,
Night
you
Live
gave
was
me a whole
created.
lot of information when it comes to business and things like that. So I'm taking everything in.
But that's
Taking.
why Friday Night Live was created. And when I told my niece, who is a artist, to make a song for our platform, she made sure to put in that song that we might not always disagree. We might agree to
Mm.
disagree, but I don't. I'm sure Sadate heard the song before.
Where's she at? She
My
wasn't
niece,
here tonight.
child,
Carmel.
Carmel Diva, child. But let me. I don't know if Souls. Have you heard the song before?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me play it for you guys real quick. I'm gonna hit mute, but listen to the
Okay.
words of the song.
All right, I'm going on mute.
Okay, here we.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
So when I told my niece about the platform when we created the hood table about 4 or
You
5
don't need
years ago,
Netflix. You don't need cable.
I made
Hey, welcome to the hood
I
table.
like that a lot.
I
yes,
That is
love
so
it.
nice.
yes, and I made sure that she put in there we might not. She didn't say my exact words,
And
but
she said something about with difference of opinion.
right,
I love, yes.
right, right. So I've always tried to stick to that, and even though sometimes it might seem to get a little high or a little heated, I always try to make sure before our show is over, it ain't no we agree to disagree. That's it.
Oh
Like
no, we good. Listen, we argue. We argue about whatever our point is, but
and you've
then we
been following
always
me for
come
a
back
long
to
time, so you
center.
already know. Yeah, you already
We'll
know.
come back to the center. You know how we do.
Yes, it won't come right back to the center. Like who going live next? What y'all doing tomorrow?
Exactly. Are you coming live next Friday? That's
Yes,
my question.
yes, I have to because people been on my ass about the damn Friday Night Live.
Yeah, I hope Carm will come next Friday now.
I'll hit her up. And what's up? Just read my book. Hey, beautiful. But
Hey, just read my book.
Oh, just read my book in here.
yes,
Howdy.
they've been sliding through in the chat, child, sliding through. But yes, I appreciate you guys. It's almost 6 hours.
Okay.
I'm so glad I ain't got
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go to sleep.
Child, it is 4:08. Child, okay. Anyway, I don't know what time it is where y'all is. I'm in the Midwest, but it's like 4:08 here. But I
It's
just want to say,
5:08 where I'm at,
okay, so it's coffee time. I'm about to say thank you
and
guys
I
for.
gotta go to work at 8.
Oh, you gotta work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Me
Yeah, I gotta
too.
help them.
I ain't gotta work today, but I get my baby. Well, I gotta go see my dad first because my dad is still in the hospital. So I'll probably go see my dad.
Your
Probably about,
dad is in the hospital?
yeah, he been in the hospital for like a week and a half now. Yep.
Oh
I matter
my
of fact,
gosh,
go
I've
to
been
my
going for
short.
that long.
Yeah, go to my shorts. Like it's probably my last short, and I talked a little bit about it. But he was attacked, and he had a lung collapse, and he's been in the hospital ever since. So yeah.
What?
Oh man.
Yeah. But go to my shorts, and I kind of provide the information without going into too much detail about what
Oh
happened.
no, Tanya.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go and look at it.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm so
sweetheart.
sorry to hear that, man. For real.
yeah he's an old guy. He's like 73 years old. So yeah, it hit him really
This
hard.
kind of blow is not good for him.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why his lungs collapsed when he was So, but yeah, so yeah, you can check that out if you want to. It's on my last shorts. But yeah, I gotta see him tomorrow in the morning, and then after that, I get my grandbaby around like 4 or 5, and he's spending the night. But other than that, I ain't got shit to do tomorrow. But yeah,
All right.
please, I say don't work too hard. I hate that we kept you up so late. You gotta be at work in a couple of
No,
hours.
you ain't kept me up nothing. I enjoyed. I enjoyed every bit of it. So
Oh,
thank you for opening your platform, and I can be able to say whatever I want to say. You say whatever you want to say, and we, you know, hug it
yes.
out as sisters.
That's how we do over here. And just read my book. You said, is he getting better? I got a call today, and they're asking me basically, he might get released by like Tuesday, but he might need rehabilitation, and that's going to be hard because I got one of those parents who are really like, I want to go home. You trying to put me
Oh, you think he won't be? He gonna be excited?
to that at all? No, he got to go to a nursing home for rehabilitation. No. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how. And I told the doctors today, I don't know how I'm going to get him into a rehabilitation center because he'll probably fight the whole entire way.
Hmm.
He's been living by himself. My mom passed in 2015. So basically, he's been living by himself since then, and he's always been capable of doing everything on his own. So, and he's one of those
Hmm.
old school men who do everything for
And
everybody.
don't want to ask nobody for no help.
Right. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I really don't know. So I'm gonna talk to him about that when I go see him tomorrow. So I don't know.
Well,
I
sending
really,
him
I
all
really
the
hope
prayers.
if he can, I hope he can come out of this.
I hope so too. I really do.
It'll be the best thing would be for him to skip the rehab and go home and get like a home care
And
aide.
that's what they said. They said the next 3 days will depend on if he's going to need to go into a rehab center or if he can just have like a health aide or a nurse at home. So the next 3 days is going to determine that. So I'm hoping he can go home and just have somebody
Yeah.
so often because I'm telling you, child, he will fight me. I ain't
Girl,
going to damn rehabilitation center. I can just see that. I can hear that now.
girl, I remember my grandma. My grandma she was something else when she got sick. And she had
Yeah,
her stroke, she was something else. She was sweet, a sweet little lady.
that's how it be.
And then after she had her stroke, she turned something mean.
It does. Strokes can affect things like that because stroke has a lot to do with the mind. Has a
Yeah.
lot to do with the mind. So I definitely understand that. But everybody who
I really do hope
prayers,
that he can recover from this.
I do too, and I do appreciate a lot of the prayers. People have been hitting me up on IG, Facebook, text messages, leaving messages under my YouTube videos. So I do appreciate everybody who's been praying for him and praying for us. And hopefully I'll have some good news for you guys. Hopefully in a few days because this has been a lot trying
I'm
to
gonna say
work.
a prayer for him when I go to bed. I'm gonna include him in my prayer.
Yes, anybody who's dealt with a sick parent know what I'm talking about. So I ain't used to this, but I'm not also new to this. But it's
Yeah.
still hard. It's still hard. But I want to thank everybody who tuned
All
in
right.
today and everybody who joined us on the panel. Thank you so. I don't think you ever. I think this is the first time. You
Yes,
probably
my first time on your panel.
Now
I
she
listen
had
to
to
her
get up here because
often.
we was acting up.
yes. Thank you. Thank you
She
so
had to set
much.
us straight. No, she actually came up here to give me some good business advice. So I'm taking that along with me too.
And bro did too. Don't forget to hit
Yes,
up
he
bro.
did. And I'm gonna hit him up on Instagram.
Yeah, don't forget to hit up bro because he's all knowing when it comes to that business. But yeah, everyone, please make sure if you haven't already, like and share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table. If you want to donate to the platform, $sign the Hood Table for